Zo. Okay, back. Good looking, Yogi. I got you, man.
Man, I can't see it. I can't see him yet.
You can't see who?
No, you good. It's on my side. Yeah, my shit be taking. My shit be
all right,
delaying.
all right.
No, you good. Yeah, man. What going on with you though?
Man, y'all got this boy jumping.
Yeah, man. You know we jumping in the building tonight, man. You already know what time it is.
I see.
So how you feel about tomorrow, man? How you feel about tomorrow? You know Zoe, man. He'll trade every damn body. You know what I'm saying?
Trade TJ Hawkinson, trade Kirk Cousins, trade Justin
Trade
Jefferson.
Darisaw, trade Hunter.
Darisaw ain't shit though. But look, I got Minnesota minus 2.5, man. I think Minnesota gonna win tomorrow.
All right. So you got us catching the dub tomorrow.
Man, I got the game going over.
Okay. All right. Hey, shit. Hey, we definitely need that dub, boy. If we don't win tomorrow, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna get ugly.
It will be. The finger pointing starts if we lose.
Here's the deal. You got to win the next 2 games and get to 2-2. If you lose tomorrow or next Sunday and end up 1-3, you can just basically say 1-4 because you ain't beating no Kansas City. What up, Mike?
In the building, y'all.
Chilling.
What's going on, Mike? Appreciate you tapping in with us tonight too. Well, actually, because we pretty much just said, just bring the party over here. You know what I mean? Because we talking all talk, man. So
Sarah said send a link. Put the link back in. Let's get Sarah in.
All right, give me 1 second. We'll do that in about 30 seconds, Miss Sarah.
I was gonna leave a minute ago. We just keep talking, and now
you don't want to leave because you know the party
I ain't going
popping
nowhere.
now. Yeah, you know the party popping now.
Skol to the bowl. Whole lot of Skol gang on this one.
Getting busy tonight.
Yeah. Hey. Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang. Skol all the way to the bowl, man. My team about to go get a ring. We don't care what your team doing, man. They ain't messing with the perp gang. It's our year, time to get this ring. Bring it home back to the Skol gang. Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang, Skol gang.
All right, we back, and since it's 9 o'clock, we're gonna throw this bad boy up.
There we go. I was about to say, man.
Parental advisory. Explicit content is about to go down. Welcome to Purple Vibes in the Zone.
Let's go, man. Purple Papa, we got it. We about to add her. We about to add Sarah in here. We're gonna let Sarah.
All right. Boom, 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 boom.
Fuck around and draft a Zach Wilson. Hey, that's a fact. Fuck around and draft a Zach Wilson.
But at some point, you got to take the risk.
You got to take the risk.
Fuck around and draft a Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Hey, Rap, I'm going to use the restroom, so add Sarah when she jumps on.
Oh, all right. Let me see if I can see it.
Hey, Rap.
Yo.
What's up, nephew?
Hey, how y'all feel about Bo Nix?
I mean, shit, he balled out today. I ain't gonna lie, he looked good. He looked good.
Hey, I've been talking about Bo Nix.
Yeah, and he can run. I like him. He mobile too. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie, he mobile, man. He can get around.
You see that touchdown pass where it was a running play? He started running, and all of a sudden he was getting tackled and still threw the ball to the tight end. I'm like, dang, dude.
Yeah, like he get around too, man. I like him. I like him. I ain't gonna lie.
It's about time for us to look for a quarterback, man.
Man,
it been time.
It's been that time. What you talking about? Where you been?
No,
it's been time, man. Since 2019, it's been time. Hell, you talking about?
I was looking before then.
Me too. Not me, because when we had Case Keenum, I was good to run that thing back one more time.
Too.
You know what I'm saying?
I was cool. I was cool with Keenum.
Hey, let's get a shout out here real quick. If you don't subscribe to Purple Pocket Podcast, Purple Rain 247. Purple and Gold for Days, In the Zone Podcast, Mike Sports Vibe. Get those subs up here. If y'all just subscribing to one channel, you missing out on the party. We got a whole bunch of channels in here tonight, so let's go. Let
me ask y'all something. Is Mike Sports Vibes up on y'all screen?
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Mike? What's up? I can't hear you, man. What the hell? Why I can't hear or see him on my side, man? My shit.
You can't hear me?
All right, the link up though, man. Tap in, Sarah. Tap in. Everybody waiting for you to tap in, sir.
I thought she was on.
She was on for about 10 seconds.
She was on for about 10 seconds.
Is she? Oh.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you. Rap can't hear you, though. I don't know what.
Yeah, I can't. It's all right. My shit probably just delay. My shit be fucking up sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
Maybe
I can start cursing. I can start cursing now. You know what I mean? We done transitioned over the purple.
Yeah, hit all them buttons on all the channels, ladies and gentlemen.
Make sure you in here, man. Nephew, go sleep. And not you can't watch
Hey, speaking of that, shout out nephew for going. Shout out nephew in his live today. If y'all didn't catch his live after the show or tomorrow morning before the game, go check out his live. He threw it down all by himself. He was just like, he tried to get me on, and then we didn't connect, and then he had to start the show over again. But yeah, you know what? I say, you know what, nephew, you don't need no help. You don't need no crutch. You got it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, nephew got it for sure.
Nephew be holding it down. Yeah, nephew be holding it down. All right, how do I get? All right, Sarah, y'all see Sarah on there, right?
No.
Oh, y'all don't see Sarah on there? Hold on, I just add her. Man, where the hell Yogi at, man? Yogi need to hurry his ass up, man, because my side acting crazy, man. I don't know what the hell going on. It say she on my shit. I still can't see Mike, but I don't know what the hell.
Well, you took Mike out.
You took Mike out.
I took Mike out.
Yeah,
I took Mike out. I ain't take him out. Shit, he's still on there on my shit. Hold on.
Is he in the? Is he? Yeah, you got him in the back room, but all right, now Mike's back.
There's Mike.
All right.
Can you hear me?
I don't know. You got them. You got them horns on. You might want to get rid of them.
Nah, that's yellow. That's yellow.
Mike.
No, them horns you got on your head.
Your hat.
Oh yeah, you know the vibes. I'm getting ready for the game. We trying to get that first dub, man.
Oh, that was
we better.
All right, let me just make sure. I'm trying to make sure everything working on my end. My shit looking crazy. Was Sarah? Hold on, Sarah. My bad, Sarah. Hold on. We're gonna get you on there. Give us 1 second, man, because I thought I added you on there. I seen you in the back.
She did for a minute, and then she disappeared.
Yeah, she said it was on her end.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Yogi Batman, Yogi, hurry up and get back so you can DJ this shit, because my shit. I'm trying to move the comment. It won't let me delete this comment off of here, man. We need to get these comments. We don't even need to pin no more comments because we got too many people on.
You know,
shout out
there's no reason why we should
lose
this game.
Shout out FJB in the building, man. Shout out
What's
my guy,
on?
man. Appreciate you tapping in. Man. We get that Vikings horn, man. All right, there we go. Sarah's back on backstage. All right, let's get this. Let's get it popping, man. Let's see.
She's not there yet.
Oh, she not on my side. It's showing she's there, bro. That's crazy.
I don't see
Sarah. What shit doing?
Me neither. Nah. I'll throw her in when she pops back up.
All right.
All right, cool.
I got you.
All right, cool, man. Let's get it.
All right, so Vibes and Zone. Who you guys? What you give us your scoop on the game tomorrow? Since we already kind of did that on the other side. What are you guys thinking here?
Shit, Minnesota get this W. A big day for JJ and Ja and TJ. It's gonna be a big day. Kirk Cousins gonna throw for down there 400 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. He gonna throw. Kirk gonna get them passing yards. He better. I got on my parlay going for 350.
Oh, okay. We see the real reason why you want that to happen. I was about to say, who did the body swap with Zoe? Where Zoe pumping up Kirk Cousins all of a sudden?
No, for real, it's a Chargers. Like,
right, we should be all right.
Kirk Skol Mafia with the $9.99 super chat.
Shout out Skol Mafia. But Kirk ain't doing nothing but facing a younger Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, for sure.
Basically, he's looking in the mirror tomorrow.
Like that Spider-Man meme.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think
score update. Notre Dame just scored a TD. They've taken the lead on Ohio State.
All right.
Oh, okay.
We got 50 people in the building. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button.
I think
let's go,
like
man.
and subscribe to all the channels. You know, most of you are here from Purple Pocket Podcast, and we thank you.
It's a big family.
Check out Purple Rain 247 in the Zone podcast and Mike Sports Vibes. You know, we do this every Saturday night. Purple Vibes in the Zone.
Let's go.
Purple and Gold.
Talk my talk real quick.
Purple and Gold for days. Justin, drop your channel in the comments, because when I drop something, it does like 15 different things. So
that was your guys'.
Yeah.
I just put in the 5th down. Whoops. So I'll do a different one here. So hold up.
Hey, speak on the 5th down real quick.
We'll do that one too.
Down, man.
Get on 5th down too, by the way. Yeah.
Shout out the 5th down, man. Show, man. But yeah, man. So Zoe you got us catching the dub, right? So do you got us winning big? What's up with Mike, man? Is Mike here, man? Well, I don't hear Mike talking, man. Is Mike talking?
Go ahead, Mike.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't know. I have
Do you
no
hear
idea
him,
what's
Ray?
going on.
No, I
Well, man,
can't
I'll
hear
leave
him,
and
bro.
come
That's
back in. I'll
crazy.
leave and come
Why the
back
hell
in.
I can't hear him.
All
I
right.
can hear him. I can hear him.
No, it's only Rap that can't hear you. But
Yeah, it's
all
only
right,
me
so
that
my
can hear.
channel, Purple and Gold for days. Hey, while I'm at it here, I'll be live tomorrow. Pregame show at 11 o'clock Central Time. So come on in and swing through for the pregame show before you get all of your food festivities and whoever you're going to watch the live streams on. But 11 o'clock, the episode already up. So after the show, hit the like button on that and then ring the notification bell. But I'll be going live about 11 o'clock for about a half hour.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all tapping in. Shout out Skol Mafia, man. My Skol bro, man. Shout out
What's
Skol
up with you,
Mafia,
man?
man.
Hope you had a great vacation, bro. Hope you had a great
Yeah,
vacation.
man. My boys in Florida living that best life, man. You know what I'm saying? He said he gonna move down south. You got to come down here, man. That good weather. No, none of that bull crap. You know what
Shout
I'm
out
saying?
Two Tone Tony in the building. What's going on, Two Tone?
Yeah, man. We ain't with the snow stuff, man.
So, Mike, what you seeing for this game tomorrow? Who you looking for?
I feel like it's gonna be a beat down for that. We're gonna beat them down. There's no excuses for this game. Like, I understand the offensive lines in shambles, but they don't got their best running back. Austin Eckler is one of the best running backs in the game, and I wish we got to see him because I want to actually see if we can stop the dang on run because it might backfire later in the season if we can't stop the run. You know what I mean? But Justin Herbert, I'm not scared of him. Their secondary, what's his name? Asante Samuel and
They got
Michael
James
Davis.
too.
They're not that good. I think that we have to utilize our wide receivers a lot more. Like, I'm talking about Justin Jefferson and TJ Hockenson, Jordan Addison. Throw the ball to Jordan Addison a lot more. He doesn't get enough targets throughout the game because he has the talent and his route running is one of the best right now. Like, I feel like he's that good already, and he's just not getting the opportunity. Like, he got 2 touchdowns in 2 games, but he's not getting the ball thrown to him enough. So
yeah,
he needs to be number 2.
I need 4 catches out of Ja.
Yeah, and
man, ain't nobody care about your fantasy team or your.
Hey, talk about 4 catches. I need Herbert to throw at least 3 touchdowns. You know
I need this guy to throw at least this many interceptions.
This fan do it. We trying to get that bag tomorrow.
Hey, for sure, though.
I see a score 28-13.
People come to this show to get Vikings takes, not what's going to get Zoe paid. Okay, I mean, come on.
If we y'all got FanDuel where y'all left?
Oh yeah,
we got FanDuel.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hell yeah, free money.
Shout out to Bobby Baschett in the building as well. What's going on, Bobby?
I want to pronounce shout out to Mateo too, man. I see you, Mateo.
Another one.
I see you, man.
We just gotta stop Keenan Allen.
Shout out Lemmy too. Get Lemmy up. Get Lemmy some noise. There you go.
Hey, Mateo, how you feeling about this LSU game, man? Man, it's too close to me. It's 31-31. Arkansas, LSU.
Who are you playing? Arkansas?
Yeah.
Mateo said, boy, Kirk is not throwing no 400 yards, man. You want something, Joe. You want something. Kirk is not throwing no 400 yards, man. What the hell we smoking tonight?
I didn't say 400. I said 350.
Nah, you said 400,
he ain't
bro.
doing that, goddammit. I ain't give a damn.
You don't think so?
I hope you do. I hope you do, though.
Well, he
should. He should.
Well, that secondary, he should.
We gonna have to. We can't run the ball for 100 yards.
That's a fact. Somebody gonna have to do something, goddamn it.
Doing some Detroit sunk weed.
Everybody's saying the Vikings should score 35, 40 points, but it won't be the run game because we can't run, and it won't be somebody got to do something.
Yeah, that's why I said
somebody got to do something. Yeah, somebody got to do something.
That's why KLC's got to call a better game than he's called.
And he's got to not be conservative.
He's got to call the better game.
He's got to step on a dude's throat, like you said.
Yeah.
I'll talk to him tomorrow.
Yeah. You give that locker room speech, Yogi.
Yeah, man. Go down there and talk to his ass, man. And you know what I mean? Let him know what the hell going on. Because we got to make something happen.
I'm tired of seeing KJ ass out there.
Yo.
Oh, so you ain't no fan of KJ. You ready to trade him?
I've been trying to trade KJ.
You've been trying to trade him for 2 months.
You've been trying to trade KJ ever since I've known him.
But this KJ last year, though, like we not going to re-sign him. Why not trade him, get a draft pick?
Because we need him so we can go 9-8 and win this garbage division and lose in the
Hold on,
first
I'll
round.
be right back in. I'll be right back in. Hold on.
Yeah, sure. Like get a draft pick for KJ. Trade.
Shout out Ron's opinion. Don't matter what's going on. Ron's opinion.
Well, the one if they're going to get rid of anybody, they need to get rid of Jalen Naylor.
Well, he's hurt
Yeah,
now.
he's always hurt. Tony,
He's hurt.
He's on injured reserve now.
He's on injured reserve now.
Tony, what's up with your guy? I thought you said he was all right.
Who?
Jalen Naylor.
Yeah.
I never said Jalen Naylor was all right.
Somebody said he was all right. I'm like, I never seen him play.
Well, and that's Keenan McCardle's guy.
Yeah,
it's Keenan McCardle's guy. But Tristan
Jackson got elevated. Yeah,
yep. Tristan Jackson got called up.
That's
good. So I don't know why they keep him around.
Like, what's the point? Like what are we doing?
Nuge said 350 yards, about 75 checkdowns.
I don't care how you get
and that's pretty accurate.
That's not that far off.
And there we go. Now I see my boy.
And the 75th check down will lose us a game.
Yep. Shout out Roger in the building. What's going on, Roger?
Man, we need this
Thanks
W, man. I think tomorrow though we get to W. I think Detroit and Green Bay gonna lose tomorrow.
Who did Detroit play? Who's Detroit play?
Detroit got Atlanta.
Yeah.
Bayjohn going for
it's in Detroit though.
So he broke Bull's ankles last week. I don't know who he did dirty. He broke somebody's ankles. I said, "Oh my gosh!"
I think it was Savage. I think it was Savage D-back for the Packers.
Yeah. Oh my God! I said
dirty.
The Packers got the Saints, I believe.
Yeah, the Packers got the Saints. They're both at home. Both Detroit and Green Bay.
And the Bears are about to get bitch slapped by Kansas City.
They're gonna get destroyed. Because Kansas City's not happy with how they've been playing the first 2 weeks. They're gonna just take Chicago out behind the woodshed and go Adrian Peterson on them.
And guess who's calling the plays for Kansas City besides Andy Reid?
My man with the head coach. What's his name? Doug? Not Doug. What's his
Bob,
name? The ex-Bear coach, right?
Yep, Nagy.
Yep.
Oh, he's actually calling plays?
Well, he's got the clipboard like he's doing something. I don't know.
it looked like KC might be missing my man that went to Washington.
Who?
The enemy?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I can listen to that. I can actually listen to that.
Hey, that offense ain't been right none this year yet.
Yeah. It hasn't been right.
I don't know how they barely beat Jacksonville.
Is Dalton Reisner going to play, y'all?
Probably.
Somebody in the comments said that Dalton Reisner has already been ruled out, and none of us could find out where that came from.
And I'm hearing, and if you listen to what's his name's presser, KLC, he made it sound like neither Reisner or Akers were going to play.
Yeah, Akers ain't playing.
No, which press conference you talking about? Is there one today, or are you talking about a couple days ago?
Friday.
What up, Skol World?
Friday.
That's what's up.
He had one on Friday.
Skol World in the building. What up, my man?
Shout out Skol World in the building, man.
What up,
Shout out my guy, man. For sure, man.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to I tell you what. Join the Purple and Gold pregame show at 11 o'clock tomorrow, because we'll have the inactive list by then, and we'll get that situation squared up. I seriously doubt that Reisner's not going to suit up. I'm not saying he's going to start and he's going to get in.
I hope so. I'm done with
he better be. With all the issues and the injuries we've had on the offensive line, he absolutely needs to at least suit up.
But here's the thing, though. He's not in game shape.
No, he's not.
I think Bradbury's starting too.
No, Bradbury's out.
Bradbury's out. Need to play.
He's out.
Bradbury is probably going to IR.
Should
you think so?
His ass.
You think they're going to IR?
There's been talk that he's going to IR. He can't. Yep. This back is.
I ain't gonna lie, and that back issues, crazy.
But why would we resign him if he messed the back up last year?
Hey, hold up. Hey, GG.
Shout out GG in the building.
Hey, you ready to come to the barber shop? Just let me know.
GG, man. Join the barber shop, man. Come get your hair cut by a black man.
I'll drop the link in.
Come get you a black haircut, man.
You ever had a fade before, GG?
Yeah, boy. I'm here in the dreads, man. Unless you want to join the Locket gang, join the Locket gang.
I don't know you can do locks now.
He get an uptown fade. He get an uptown fade.
And my dog gave me a Friday. I'll tell you that right now. My dog, he like that, man.
Hey, look, let me ask y'all the question, though, man.
Yeah.
Like, we all been making videos last year and this year about the Vikings offensive line. Why are they just not trying to address the offensive line now?
We said that earlier.
I always
before
ask
you
that
guys
same
got here.
shit.
I don't know. It's somebody's gotten somebody's ear and said something about it. That's all I can think of. They really don't. They don't know what they're doing. They're
It
winging
don't make sense.
They're winging it.
Yeah.
You could tell too. Like what? Like we need for real. We need another nice offensive lineman for real.
Yeah, we need some defensive tackles.
We need some defensive linemen too.
Oh my
A
gosh.
couple of them. A couple of
Get
them.
Yeah.
Hicks and Sue.
Right.
Get Hicks and Sue.
But look though, like everybody was talking about Hakeem Hicks should get signed to the Vikings.
Hicks will. Okay, let me just put this out there.
Yeah, put that story out there. Rick.
Akeem Hicks is not coming up here because Akeem Hicks does not get along with D-line coach Chris Rumpf. They didn't get along in Chicago.
But did he tweet something about the Vikings though? I seen.
Yeah, he's tweeting something, but he probably knows he ain't gonna sign with them.
But
yeah.
See, but my take was
He's also 34.
yeah, he was too old. Kelsey like young players.
Crazy.
Like
still better than
crazy,
what we got.
like young players.
and I ain't gonna lie, Akeem Hicks ain't got a big enough injury neither, man. He like young injury players.
Well, Akeem breaks down.
Hey, man, where is number 0 at, man?
I was just
Man,
gonna
fuck
say
number 0, man. Number 0, man.
Oh, let's not even talk
What's
about
up with him?
Can we just forget about Davenport? Can we just say that
right, Tony.
He got hurt when I was playing with him on Madden, man.
That
And
boy
then,
even
and
hurt
then
on
on
Matt.
top of that, I threw a pass to KJ Osborne.
He
He
dropped
had
it.
like 10 steps on the corner, and he dropped the damn ball. I said, in the damn game,
Hey,
drop
hey,
the
you know
ball.
what's crazy,
In
Mike?
real
I'm
life,
playing
he dropped
Madden
the
Hey,
ball.
what
I'm playing
what is
Madden
it?
too, and
What
he
is
hurt
that?
on my shit. He
What
hurt
is
on my
that
shit,
EA?
too.
What is that EA motto? If it's in the game, it's in the game.
Yeah.
First of all, Marcus Davenport needs to change his number to number 2 so that
They
Ivan
know-
Pace Jr. can take 0.
They
And-
know
Right.
No,
I'm telling you right now.
Okay,
Hold on,
first
hold
of
on.
all,
Let me finish the line. And
Okay.
the reason he needs to trade it to number 2 is because he's officially Marcus Davenport. Okay, the guy just needs to go. I'm sorry. I get it. I know that there's plenty of players around that were free agent signings that haven't played yet, but this guy has done he's played 4 snaps. He's done absolutely nothing. He got
played
paid 13 and a half
4
million
snaps, and he didn't even look like he was part of the snaps.
When did he even
played.
play 4 snaps? Of the
Last
first
week.
game?
Philadelia.
I ain't even seen
I don't
him get in.
remember him.
Damn, I
don't
ain't even noticed he was out there. Damn, he was out
I
there.
caught him.
Hey, shout out
It was in the
Daryl
first
Madison.
half. I
Hey.
caught him, and I said, "Oh my God, there's Davenport," and he was
But
gone
look though,
after that.
and another thing is, like they be saying where Waldo at.
Hey, we got
Daryl Madison in the building. What's up, yo?
Hey, where's
I am
Warrior at?
gifted.
I got a question though. If you put Pace back, why don't you give players 00 anymore? If you don't let them wear 0, let them wear 00.
Yeah.
Let
because
them rock 00.
listen,
I'm
Pace
sorry.
gotta wear 0, man. Pace has to have 0, man. Like
They
for
did that
sure,
shit
man.
back
They
in the
got to
day,
give
Tommy?
Pace 0.
Yeah, there was 2. Jim Otto wore 00. Oh, why am I giving you history, dude? Really, you want to hear this?
Come on, man. Drop this Viking history, man. Drop this Viking history on us.
Talk that
Drop
talk, bro.
some
Talk
knowledge,
that
baby.
talk,
Drop some
Tony.
knowledge.
No, in the NFL though, the most famous ones that were 00 were Jim Otto with the Raiders. He plays center. And Kenny Burrow, wide receiver with the Oilers.
Mhm.
All right. See,
So,
man,
but-
I like the history, man. Shout
I
out
love
to
it
Tony.
too. I love it. You know what I mean? Yo, so who do we have to stop on the Chargers, man? Who's the number 1 player besides the quarterback? Who on the team are you like?
the
Allen,
running back?
Allen Williams and Everett, the receiving core.
Keenan Allen.
Shit, the running back.
Keenan Allen and Williams, right?
Right.
I'll say
Put
the running
Everett in
back.
there too, the tight end.
Yeah, their passing game, basically.
Their passing game.
I'm not scared. I think our corner's been playing really good. I was more concerned about the stopping the run more than
That's what I'm
anything.
saying.
But they don't got their running
The
back.
running back might get off. Shit,
Well, you know what though? Kelly
Who's their second string running back?
Joshua
Yeah,
Kelly. Joshua Kelly, I
DeAndre Swift
think.
went for 160.
That's true. That's
DeAndre
true, bro.
Swift is a bum.
Hey, that's true. That's true. That's true. I can't.
And here's the thing too. After 2 weeks, the Vikings are number 32 against the run. So
Where's
guess
Tonga
what?
at, man?
If Brandon
Where's Tonga?
if Staley wants to
Tonga
say,
garbage.
why do you keep calling
I
on
know.
Tonga,
That's
dude? He
not
played
trash.
last week. It was
That
invisible.
Mike, dog. Mike kept on talking about him all offseason.
Yo, I was hyping him up all offseason. I said, yo, we got
Who's
something
fucking Tonga?
95 Tonga. He
Who's
gonna stop
fucking
the
Tonga?
run.
Yeah,
I was on him too. Don't feel bad, Mike.
No, I ain't gonna lie though.
Hey, Mr. Madison, this link is for you in case you want to jump on.
Yeah,
man, shout out to Darrell Madison, man. Shout out to you, man, for the show, man. We with you and your son, man. That's a fact. You already know that, man.
Let me get a couple more in here.
His family here with me in Detroit and Southwest.
Let me get a couple more in here. Shout out to Steve Barrett in the building. What's going on, Steve? We see you.
Hey, and Darrell, go back and check the stats at the beginning of the show, man. I said your son gonna ball out tomorrow, man. It's time for him to act football, and he about to have his game tomorrow. That's a Finnack. Know what I'm saying? He definitely gonna do his thing.
Shout out to Bob Sacramento as well. Shout out, Bob. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you.
Man, shout out, Bob, man.
Shout out to My Worthless Opinion for the $5 super chat. What's going on again, Worthless?
Worthless Opinion. Dropping that bag.
Shout out NWO in the building,
money.
Oh, somebody naming NWO is it?
What?
MWO.
MWO, man. My Worthless Opinion. That's our boy, man. He was at Skol Fest. He cool as a fan, man. Shit.
Hey, just
shout out to Gary for the $9.99 super chat.
Hey, Rat.
Shout out Gary, man.
What's up, Yogi?
Oh, we got to give him that Saturday night vibe real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's go stupid. Let's go dumb. Let's just party. Let's have fun. A night to remember. Let's get drunk. Let's take.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I gotta leave. I gotta leave for a minute. I shall return though.
All right, man.
I shall return.
We'll be here.
Better win this damn game.
We gotta win.
That's the first show I've ever seen in the chat, packing fun left and
2-2.
right, family. Hey, man, shout out to Gary, man. Yeah, man, we got a big community here, man. We having a good time tonight, man. Appreciate everybody, too, that's tapped in, man. You know what I mean? That's what we do it for, man. We love y'all, man. We need the energy because, look, we got to win this game tomorrow, man. We need the energy, man. That's a fact, man. Hey, listen, Zoe got us doing all type of shit tomorrow. That's not normal for me, man. You know, Zoe got Kirk going 350 yards. You know, hey, he got 4 touchdown passes, man. It's in there, man.
He got body snatched by some aliens and replaced by a doppelganger. I don't recognize.
Is that you, Zoe? Is that you?
Like Kirk Cousins?
I know.
Hey, if it gets him paid, he do.
That's the real reason. We all know that.
But look, though, like I ain't gonna lie though, the Charge defense ain't good, and this a defense Kirk Cousins will light up.
In theory, yes, it should be. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, but they're not good in the run game. They're not good at run defense though. So that's why I say
they're bad at pass defense. They're dead last in pass defense.
Gonna have a good game tomorrow.
Huh? They're dead last in pass defense.
Oh, they're dead last in pass defense?
Yeah,
I thought it was the run defense. I thought it was the run defense.
They're like 18
against
against
the
run. They're 18 against the run. They're dead last against the pass and dead last overall.
Just stop Joey Bosa.
Time to bust.
Sarah says so positive about Kirk. That's a red flag.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a red flag. That's definitely a red flag.
We might lose, y'all. We might lose.
I know.
The only thing man.
The only thing that'd be crazier than Zoe being positive about Kirk Cousins would be Sarah being positive about Kirk Cousins.
Exactly. That's the only other thing that would be crazy, man, is Sarah being positive about Kirk Cousins, like saying, hey, Kirk Cousins is going to be good tomorrow. You know, hey, look. But we were talking about this, Zoe, but before you came on air, Mike, I don't give a damn about the numbers. Like, I don't get blinded by the numbers, man. I'm ready to turn the page regardless. I don't give a damn if throw for 600 yards tomorrow and 8 touchdowns. You know what I mean? I'm still going to come on this shit ready to turn the page, like straight up.
I'm over Kirk though.
Bo Nick.
And let's be clear, because Lemmy's got a point in there. Put up Lemmy's comment. Kirk is actually second in passing. We gave Kirk his props earlier. We said it. Tua Tagovailoa is the only quarterback that's like been better this year. But let's be clear.
What do that mean? Like, but
we got 3 turnovers.
We're not really dissing right now. We just saying, hey, it is what it is. And our point is that he should be going for 350 tomorrow. Absolutely.
Yeah, like what the fly shit.
He should.
Dang, Gary.
Yo,
Gary just said enough. I ain't even playing anymore. Holy cow. Hey, shout out to Dave from First and Skol'd. I got your video. Did you guys see that catch in the Florida game?
Oh my goodness.
Did you see that?
Yes.
That was insane.
You're not talking about the overtime. It wasn't the overtime.
No, the Gators. The tight end or wide receiver. Okay. He just came up.
I mean, he just went Odell Beckham on it.
Yeah.
He wasn't backwards, but he just went up and just. I mean, it was.
And this is the thing I've said 1,000 times too. Because that player made a catch like that, he will go to the NFL strictly off of a catch like that. He'll get drafted. And you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's about going viral, man. I'm telling you, that's the world we live in, man. So you know what? Yeah. That player made the play of his life making a catch like that. That's gonna be on Sports Center top 10. And guess what? He will get drafted behind that one damn catch. Like straight up.
How do y'all feel about
the same way as Andrew Booth Jr.? Keep it real with you.
Yeah. Who? Oh man, he a fucking bum.
Andrew, but listen, Zoe. Andrew Booth had one interception where he one-handed that motherfucker. And off of that one interception, he got drafted into the NFL. This man is not an NFL cornerback, dog. I'm just keep it real. I'm off. I'm off him.
Yeah, me too. Like,
so how do y'all feel about that game? Well, standards. How do you feel about him not being able to really do anything?
They were overmatched.
He was overmatched. Yes.
No O-line.
But I mean, damn, I turned the game off. He had like 7 sacks. I turned the game off after that. I was like,
yeah.
They O-line can't compare to them.
Yeah, they can't. Right, they played a better team, bro. They played a better team.
So you sound like a Kirk stan. Well, it was his offensive line, his defense. You sound like a Kirk
everything but him. It was everything but him.
I said keep that same energy of Bo Nix Beasley. He was talking all this smack. Sanders is this. I mean, I still think Sanders is good.
I'm not high on Bo Nix still though.
Huh?
I'm still not high on Bo Nix.
How? How are you not?
I like Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix is good. I think he's good.
I would take
him. He's not my favorite. He's not my favorite, but he's good.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? Right now.
I mean,
who's your favorite?
I'm gonna keep it real. My favorite is Jordan Travis right now.
Yeah, I like Jordan.
Although he didn't have a really good game today, but he came through in the clutch though in overtime. I like.
Honestly, I think Drake May. I mean, honestly, I would take any one of them. I would take Caleb Williams. I would take Drake May. I would take Doris Sanders. I would take Bo Nix.
I would take Caleb Williams over all of them, though.
Oh my God, Caleb! I don't care. No, Caleb's that guy. I don't care nobody.
The only thing I'm gonna say about Caleb Williams is he needs to know that it's okay to take 15 yards when it's wide open. He's always trying to go YOLO ball, throwing 50-yard passes when he's got 15-yard guys wide open for him. That's the only thing I'll say about Caleb.
But see, that can be coached though. That can be coached, so I'm okay with that. You know,
well, can KOC be the coach though? As Tony,
damn, Bo Nix 25.
Yeah, Bo Nix done played college football forever. But that's what they were talking about today. Like, he's like one of the
most college like 25. He ran away from the sack.
Man been in college football for damn near 8 years.
Damn, he said he ran away from the SEC. Who he played for SEC?
I think it was Auburn.
He was in Auburn.
He was in Auburn. Yeah, I'm not high. I'm not high on Bo Nix though, for real.
Oh, now he's saying he ain't high on R, man.
Bo Nix,
but Zoe and Mike. Hey, listen, me and Yogi started a college page, man. Y'all need to tap in with us, man. Like,
when y'all going there?
Tap in. Shit, we be going on there on Saturdays before the games and shit. We just be talking about college players and shit, man. So if y'all ain't doing shit on Saturday, if y'all ever got time, man, just rock with us for an hour while we talk, because it's fun.
Zoe's a Michigan fan.
It's Penn
you
State
a Michigan
over
fan.
Here.
Hey, what about JJ McCarthy? Like, that was what I'm saying. What about JJ?
Oh, yeah.
But look though, only thing about JJ for real, JJ only thrive off the running game for real. Like, no running game, he don't really drop back in. Like, if there's no running game, there's no JJ.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
All right. That's understandable.
What's up, Eli? Eli in the building. What's going on, Eli? Good
Shout out, Eli, man. People forgetting about that Penix too, man. Hey, Penix over there balling too for Washington, man. Like, hey, we can't forget about bro either, man. You know?
Oh, yeah.
But I think the last 30 seconds kind of proves the point. We all said we take any of those guys.
Yeah, it don't really matter. It don't really matter at this point. Shit, I take JJ. I take JJ in the second round. Shit,
Drake May.
I don't know about Drake May.
No, I think.
All right, so a couple people said that in the chat. What don't y'all like about Drake May? I mean, granted, I did watch him carve up the Gophers last week, but I'm just saying, like,
that's not saying much.
That don't say much, but that first touchdown pass, he was rolling out to his right, and he threw the ball 50 yards on a dime on the run. So, what is it people don't like about Drake May? Help me understand.
I think he checked down too much for real.
Yeah, he checked down, but I mean,
plus, hey, Dad, you go crazy against the damn Gophers.
Well,
I ain't lying.
their defense actually not that bad. Their defense
You
actually
go crazy
all right.
to get them. Shit. For real.
Ice-T in the building.
So if we lose this game tomorrow, right?
Tear it down.
All hell's breaking. If we lose,
are we
all
gonna
hell's
trade Kirk
breaking
to
loose.
the Jets?
All hell will break loose.
Huh?
Trade him to the Jets for a first round
No,
pick?
he's not going
He's not
anywhere.
going to the
He's
Jets,
not
bro.
going
Kirk
anywhere.
ain't
He got a
going
no
nowhere.
trade clause.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
No,
If
I
If
would
we
trade-
lose this game,
I would trade
he's not
KJ
going.
ass.
Okay, if you lose this game, the finger pointing starts. But guess what? The division is bad. You're still in it.
okay, man.
Which
Not
gets
for
back
real,
to
but
what
you
we
can
were
say
saying
that, but-
before. As long as
Yeah.
the division is within reach, the Wilfs are going to try and go for it so that they can say, hey, we got to the playoffs. We got a home playoff game. We got a home playoff game gate. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
But let's talk about that from both perspectives. Number one, as I said, the Wilfs would never go for that. The Wilfs could be eliminated from the playoffs, and they probably still wouldn't do it. But more importantly than that, he's got a no trade clause. Kirk Cousins finna be a free agent. So you have to give him a situation where he would accept a trade to a team that is willing to re-sign him because he doesn't want to move his family once. He sure don't want to move his family twice. If you trade him to New York, you know it's a rental player because Aaron Rodgers is going to come back next year. So he's not number three. Kirk Cousins is not finna accept a trade to the New York media. Okay,
that media will eat him alive. They will eat him alive.
Like I'm not talking about
for
trade
what
Kirk.
it is.
I'm talking about trading them. I'm talking about trading people like KJ and the damn TJs.
You trade the whole team except for Kirk.
Our reality though, we not gonna Kirk not getting
Well, no,
traded.
you don't trade JJ, but
I ain't say. I said TJ. And,
no. I'm saying to Tony. Tony said everybody but Kirk. I said no. You don't trade JJ.
No,
circumstance.
Like for real though, we paying TJ 17 million. We paying Josh Oliver 10 million. Like what the fuck? Like, and we need O line and D line help.
TJ ain't going to really start getting his money until next year and the year after. They didn't kick so much money down the road. It's not even funny.
I ain't like that trade from the get go.
You thought your Lions gave up too much?
Y'all kid with that line, that shit crazy, dude. That's crazy.
Who started though? That was B Woods.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Hey, shout out to Young Cringe. No team's gonna offer 4 first-round picks for Justin Jefferson. No team would offer that.
Shit, you offer 4, his ass gone.
And here's a problem with that too. Even if they, Quezzy's not a wheeling dealing guy anyway.
Right?
Yeah, he's not a. He'd get played. These owners would play him
for like a first and a third.
Even if we have 4 first-round picks, will we get it right? That's the number one question. We can have all the first-round picks in the world. If we can't draft, it don't matter.
You know,
the whole draft class last year was a bust. It is.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who got drafted besides
Ed Ingram bum ass.
Oh my gosh.
Let me say this about Ed Ingram. Let me say this about Ed Ingram. I agree he sucks. But there's part of me that I'm not going to say I'm giving him a pass, but there's part of me that's just like they drafted him and put him in way too early when he needed time to develop. They put him in a position to fail because they were trying to be better than Dakota Dozier and Drew Samia, and they haven't coached him up for nothing. I'm not saying he's off the hook. But what I am going to say is that he should have been drafted and he shouldn't have been forced into play last year. He should have been developing. So,
and this is
like whether he can be salvaged or not at this point, I don't know. But all I'm going to say is let's save some of those nails for the people that drafted him too high and then put him in there too soon and haven't coached him up worth a damn. That's all I will say, though.
And like I said with Justin, I agree with Justin. Here's what I've been saying: when do you start blaming coaching?
Yeah, we didn't know.
You got put it this way: you got 33 some odd coaches on the friggin' team, and nobody's working with him.
Nobody can coach. Give me a job.
Nobody.
Give me a job.
Well, you know what? You know one of the reasons Reisner came here, right?
Because he knows he doesn't have much to beat out.
Because he's very good friends with the O-line coach.
Right.
That's one of the reasons he came here.
And he gonna play. He get here though.
Here's the thing, though. You put him out there tomorrow, He's coming off an injury.
He
He'll
not ready.
probably get another injury because he's not in game shape.
Damn, Tony.
I
can't afford no more injuries.
I'm just telling you. I'm just being honest with you. When you put somebody out there like that had no training camp, they don't know the cadence, they don't know Kirk's cadence, they don't know the snap count, they don't know the audibles, and you're just gonna throw them out there and they just like don't know the playbook, and you're gonna throw them out there?
Yeah, man.
That's
Somebody
true,
said, "What
but-
about the scouting?" You ain't lying.
That too.
This bigger than Nino Brown, man.
Come on. I mean, put it this way: for a professional football
This shit bigger than
team,
crazy.
this organization is damn near Pop Warner with the shit they're doing right now.
Sarah.
Hey, that wasn't my fantasy team. And Yogi, man, I can't get on my. You gotta resend me the link.
Oh, now the
I ain't picked
excuses.
them players.
There's an excuse.
I didn't pick none of the players. Yogi did some shit I couldn't get in there.
Yo, I gotta see what I'm doing.
Everybody else was able to get in.
I couldn't get in there for shit, though. I still can't get in right now.
Shout out Gary in the building with another $5 super chat. What's up with you, Gary?
Gary acted bad tonight. He acted bad with that young lady on the side of him tonight.
Turn that up, Yogi. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, man. But
Let's go to the ball. Purple rain.
This way, we're supposed to win tomorrow, and we should win tomorrow.
We should blow them out tomorrow.
Exactly.
What up, Angel?
But
Shout out Mark.
But with
Shout
the
out
coaching,
Angel.
but with the coaching we have and the way they've done things, it puts a big question mark there.
Yeah,
it does.
Shout out Alexander, even though you got that damn Dallas Cowboy stuff.
Hey, we got a Cowboys fan in the building.
Still shout you out anyway.
Cowboys fan in the building.
Hey, Alexander. Hey, let us get some of that Martin. Come on, trade him.
Yeah, y'all don't want no Zach Martin.
Y'all don't want
He's
Zach
too
Martin.
expensive.
Trade him over
We'll
to
give
the
y'all
Vikings.
KJ Osborne. KJ Osborne.
Hey, y'all, wait. Y'all just lost Trayvon Diggs. We'll send you Andrew Booth Jr.
We'll give you Booth. You can have Booth.
Second round pick last year.
Andrew Booth Jr.
And we'll give you Harrison Smith.
KJ Osborne.
You ain't lying.
And Marcus Davenport.
And Davenport. Yes.
For Zach Martin.
Like
what do you say?
Straight up. And we'll get a first round pick from y'all too as well.
What's up, man? What's up with Hitman?
He's old.
He's 34.
He's old.
That's
Why
my
ain't
guy
people
too,
back?
man.
He's
Like,
old.
Hey, Tony, look though. See, that was my whole issue on bringing a Hitman back. We could use that money on the D line or the O line, man. Why do you bring Harrison Smith back at the age of 35?
That could have, and you know what? That could have been a Flores signing too.
I'll tell you
That could have been Flores to bring him back because Flores wasn't going to have any veterans on that defense.
Yeah, that's true.
Here's what it was, Tony. Here's what it was. He took a pay cut, and that's the only reason he's back. And I'll tell you why. If they had cut Harrison Smith, they would have taken a dead cap of about $10 million. When he took a pay cut,
yeah.
No. When he took a pay cut, now his cap hit is $10 million. So the amount of pay cut that he took was the exact number for him to have the same cap hit to be on the team or to not be on the team. They weren't going to accept a penny more or a penny less of cutting. If it was one of those, well, it's $11 million to keep him or $10 million to cut him, they were going to cut him. They took his pay cut to be the exact number that his dead cap hit would have been, regardless, to keep him or to send him away. That's the only reason they kept it, is because Harrison agreed to a big enough pay cut where it was the same amount of money, because they were ready to move off of him. But then
they should have moved on.
And then they said, well, if it's going to cost us $10 million to keep him or $10 million to get rid of him, I guess we'll keep him, because then we'll have a veteran presence, as you said about Flores having some veterans on the defense. But if he didn't take the exact amount of money cut that he did, he would have been gone.
He ain't our best safety right now.
And I still want to.
Question. So, what do you have more faith in, the offense or the defense right now?
Defense.
Right now, who do you got more faith in?
The defense? I say defense.
Defense.
All right, kick it to me. Why you think that?
Everybody, let's welcome to the building.
D-Wood.
What's up, D-Wood?
What's up, fellas?
1,000 Hills tonight.
What's up?
I'll put it this way: as with the Vikings, I trust Brian Flores play calling more than I will ever trust KOC's play calling.
That wasn't the question.
Even with the weapons he has.
You know what? You know why though, Dave? Because the Vikings gave up 200 yards on the ground, and they had 4 turnovers on offense, and they still kept it a close game.
All I was going to say is this, if you're asking me which unit I trust, which talent I trust the offense. But you have a good point. If you're asking me which coach or coordinator, as it were, between KOC and Flores, it's absolutely Flores. And I've said that this defense has been hung out to dry, and that this defense deserved a lot better. They deserved a lot better in the Tampa Bay game. They certainly deserved a lot better in the first half of the Philadelphia Eagles, where you got a bunch of stops and you gave your offense a chance to have more points on the board. So all I'm saying is that at the end of the day, over the course of the rest of the season, I have to trust the offense more because, again, you're talking about Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, and company.
What that mean?
Versus
I agree. I agree with you, Justin. I agree with you. I trust the personnel.
Personnel. That's the better way to say it.
Yeah. I don't trust the coaching.
Yes.
It all comes down to coaching.
Hey, Dave. Yeah. This is the first time I ever seen a receiver go for 150 yards back to back, and he lose the football game.
Yep.
I ain't never seen that before.
Yeah.
How you go for 150, you still lose?
You know what that remind me of? Honestly, you know what I know what that remind me of, Zoe?
What?
That reminds me of the early 2000 Minnesota Golden Gophers, where you had Lawrence Maroney and Marion Barber.
Yep, and they still lose.
And you would have them running for like 400 damn yards on the ground. You remember that Halloween night game against your Michigan Wolverines, where we was up 28-7 and then up 35-14. Them dudes had 400 yards on the ground, and then they still lost that damn game. That's exactly what you talk about with JJ. You are correct.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
no, it's absolutely ridiculous.
It's a packed house in here today, huh?
Yeah,
I see it. I see it, huh?
Yeah, it's a party.
Yeah, I like
but man, our offense go for real, man. Our offense playing like some the offense playing like some bitches for real, man. Like 3 and out.
They're soft. They got
Final score. Ohio State 16, Notre Dame 14.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Ohio State through. Michigan gonna beat the shit out of Ohio State.
Yeah. When's the last time they beat Ohio State again?
Last year.
They beat Ohio. He's beat Ohio State the last 2 years. He can't win no post games.
Penn State, baby.
Oh, who you talking about? Notre Dame or Michigan?
Michigan.
And we beat them 2 years in a row.
Yeah, 2 years in a row.
About to go for 3. The Big Ten is the Michigan Big Ten now.
Y'all about to lose to the Gophers in 2 weeks, boy.
We're gonna beat the shit out the Gophers.
If they lose to the Gophers, if you lose to the Gophers, dude,
I'm just capping right now. I'm sure.
Ain't you a Michigan fan, though, Day? I thought you was a Michigan fan.
Who the hit? Where's the other one?
Rap, you a Michigan fan, right?
No, that's Rap.
Rap. I can't hear Rap.
Rap, you muted, bro. You're muted. Yeah. You muted.
Hold up. He's right there, boy.
Oh my! Talking about? Yeah, keep that shit. Hey, Dave, keep that shit here. Keep that shit here. You doing good? Keep that shit covered up.
Watch. I'm just telling you right now.
Talk that talk, Justin. Talk that talk, Justin.
I'm just telling you right now. You think you got that game all wrapped up? I'm telling you right now.
Man, we gonna dog walk them, man.
Tell them, Justin.
They not getting over 14 points on us.
I'll take that bet. They will get at least.
We could bet that week.
We'll talk offline. Offline. I don't want this show recorded.
They gonna win.
I don't want this recorded. People gonna be like, "Why were you talking all that mess?" I was just messing around. I mean, my phone just died. All of a sudden we let Northwestern back, and we was up 31-10.
Yeah, it's 31-24 now.
How much
time y'all was?
Yeah, we was. Yeah.
And Northwestern got the ball.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all though. I'm gonna keep it real, man. The Gophers ain't never been shit since I've been watching college football.
No, they haven't.
No, they haven't.
They haven't. Talking shit right now.
I thought Tony might give me a history report.
No.
Hey, don't get him started because you know he gonna go in this bag on you. You gonna be like,
all I know is we got 7.
Okay, so this is how I put how well.
Said that. I ain't say nothing.
This is how I rate the Gophers. Okay, in my lifetime, keep in mind, in my lifetime, the Gophers have beat Michigan 5 times.
Damn, for real.
They beat Ohio State 3 times in my lifetime. I will be 57 in October. What does that tell you about the Gopher football team?
There'll be some bitches.
Thank you.
I'm just
why
saying.
they so bad though?
We're put it this way, we're good until we play Michigan and Ohio State. Nowadays it's Michigan, Ohio State, Iowa, Penn State, Wisconsin.
And we beat Penn State in 19. And
they alternate years. One year they'll beat them, next year they'll lose. One year it's off and on.
So here's the thing. You know how and I said this the other day, is for somebody like me and Tony and Yogi that lives in Minnesota and follows most of, if not all of the other Minnesota sports teams, and we say that Minnesota mediocrity doesn't just apply to the Vikings, it applies to every team. The Gophers they'll beat up on the dregs of the Big Ten, and they'll split against the middle teams in the Big Ten, and then they'll get killed by Michigan and Ohio State. As he said, we've beaten Ohio State 3 times in my lifetime, and I think Michigan we've beaten 3 times in my lifetime. Tony's got 5. That's all you need to know. We're always in the middle of the Big Ten, and
that's only because one of the Ohio State wins. Here's how funny that is.
Oh yeah,
I was born on a Tuesday, October 25th, in 1966. Mm-hmm. The Gophers beat Ohio State that following Saturday, 29-23.
That almost don't count.
So that counts in my lifetime. I was alive when it happened.
But look, hey, shout out my boy D Woods, man. Good to see you, D.
What up, Rap?
My bad, man. My computer acting crazy.
Hey, Rap. Dave was slicing them up like.
Oh, he was slicing them up. He was slicing them up.
Dave slice you up, bro.
Hey, it's like this though. You win some, you lose some. All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Honestly, in 1999, the Gophers went into Happy Valley. I'm gonna get you now, Mike. I'm gonna get you for this. The number 2 ranked Penn State with LeVar Arrington and company, and we went in and beat those guys, and that was just like that was almost like Michigan losing to Appalachian State.
I was so heated.
Man, we talking Vikings or we talking Gophers, man? Which one we doing,
man?
Shit,
Gophers, man. Started talking that talk.
Well, no, Yogi started telling us about the final scores.
We don't want to talk shit about no damn Gophers, man.
I ain't even damn about a Gophers.
Zoe, you brought it up, dude, because you was talking trash.
Yeah. What's up with D Hunt with 4 sacks? What's up with D Hunt with leading the whole NFL in sacks, man?
Hold on, real
He's
quick.
tied with TJ Watt. Watt's got 4
Yogi,
too.
I'm gonna tell you. I'll be back in a few. I gotta get something to eat. I'll be back in a minute.
They want to get rid of him. They want to trade him. Zoe wanted to trade him.
He's still gonna get traded.
I still do want to trade him.
He's still gonna get traded.
Zoe want to trade every damn body, man.
Yeah, here's the thing. Right now, because
everybody,
he's a free agent next year. So if you want to get something for him, trade him now.
I'm just talking about this year. Y'all, Zoe didn't want him. If we didn't have one D line, we don't have no pass rush. We don't have nobody.
Man, we could make some.
We don't.
It don't even matter.
We don't have anybody.
On field.
Listen,
what y'all think gonna happen tomorrow?
We gonna win.
Straight up.
Vikings will win, but it'll. I say Vikings will win, but it'll be close.
Hey, D, you got us losing tomorrow?
No, I mean it's San Diego, man. We lose against San Diego, man. Blow it up. For real.
Yeah.
Blow it up.
Blow it up. Let's get
Blow it up. I mean,
because the whole division gonna lose.
Man,
the whole division gonna lose.
They the LA Chargers, bro. They're probably your team.
Nah, they the San Diego Chargers.
No, they San Diego.
San Diego. We don't call them LA here at all.
Well, I see.
But my thing is this though. Even if the whole division loses, Mike, like that's not the way we want to win though. Like I don't want to win by having to make other teams lose for other teams to lose, man. I want to win. You feel me? Like because we won, we control our destiny.
Put it this way too. If the Chargers lose tomorrow, Staley's probably out.
That's a fact. Yeah, I stated
Staley's probably out.
He should have been out after the Jacksonville game.
If KLC loses tomorrow, you can start talking about the hot seat with him.
For real?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
You think so? If we lose tomorrow?
Because you lose tomorrow. You lose tomorrow. Put it this way: you lose tomorrow, and that offense has been playing like it has the last 2 weeks, and that defense has had to be out there more than it should. Like I said before, the finger pointing is going to start, and it's going to start with Brian Flores being vocal about KLC leaving his defense out there too damn long and leaving them out there to dry and not helping them out at all. Trust me, that is gonna be a problem.
I could believe, but if you look at it, what had KOC did though?
The only reason KLC will keep a job.
13 games. They won 13 games last season, though, man. I mean, you can
fluke.
look at it as it been a fluke, but
you could look at it this way: they won 13 games, right?
Man, no,
you look at games. You won 13 games, which is nothing to sneeze at. But you know where you really pay attention to? Look at the 4 games they lost, including that playoff game, and how they started this season.
And if you look at this too, though, the Minnesota Vikings probably from last year and this year, they got to lead the NFL in 3-and-outs.
They do.
They do. Oh my God, it's bad.
They do. Like the offense,
and we wonder why our defense is so tired. Like
the offense, the offense. And the crazy part is, last year we won 11 games, 1 score win. This year we 0-2 and 1 score win.
But that's how the league is. It's gonna happen. The year before that, Zimmer lost the same amount of games,
but
by
it
1
ain't
score.
It ain't. It's offense. The offense not.
It's offense. But Zimmer's whole thing was he had a problem with Spielman. They didn't get along.
I feel him.
They didn't get along.
Kirk Cousins either.
Here's I don't like
start with the Kirk
Nobody
Cousins,
likes Kirk Cousins. Okay,
hey,
nobody likes him.
D Woods about to. Hey, he gonna represent his Kirk now. He
like Kirk Cousins.
What the Griffin saying about Kirk Cousins?
Hey,
go ahead, Deez. Go ahead, Deez. Say something about Kirk. Go ahead.
About Kirk Cousins. Y'all already been on 2 hours, 24 minutes. Man, that shit gonna go for another 3 hours talking about Kirk Cousins.
Hey, but look, y'all ain't know, man. I catch D earlier scouting them quarterbacks today, though, man. Don't let D fool y'all now. He been scouting them quarterbacks today, man. I see.
Yeah, I am scouting quarterbacks. I mean, I just don't want to have a Kirk Cousins talk because we already know what he is and he ain't changing. We just gotta roll with it. It is what it is.
And that's a fact. He gonna be our boy. He gonna be our guy for sure.
Until he ain't. This just happened.
Exactly.
That's my quarterback.
Okay, you know what? That's your quarterback. You can have him.
I'll take it.
That's all I'm gonna say. You can have him.
That's my quarterback.
Hey,
you can have him.
So D, now that I got you on here too, man, with everybody, tell everybody, because me and you kind of, I don't know if anybody's seen, but me and D kind of were talking, have a discussion on Twitter a couple of days ago about Ivan Pace and why he feels like Ivan Pace, really isn't as good as we make out to be. You know what I mean? So, tell everybody how you feel about that, man.
Oh,
I think these 4 probably already know.
He's too
talked about it already.
He's too small.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, with the pressures is cool. He getting the pressures, but he ain't getting home, whatever. I just be like, he's an undersized linebacker, and when it comes to like stopping a run, he gets washed up and he gets swallowed out. So I'm just like, me personally, I like a thumper in a linebacker. I want somebody that's gonna come down and that running back or whoever is gonna be second guessing what they gonna do. And I feel like with Ivan Pace, it's kind of like we ain't really saw like him do anything else besides rushing the quarterback. So it's good that he getting the pressures, but at the same time, especially last week, you gave up over 200 yards as a defense. So the whole defense lost. We can't just point out and be like, oh yeah, he had all these pressures. Them pressures didn't mean shit because we still lost the game and y'all still got 8 up for 200 yards.
But also, if you watch last week's game,
hey, I already got sliced up by Dave. I'm ready right now.
No, I'm gonna put this out there as a defensive guy. Yogi knows I'm a defensive guy.
Yeah.
The problem with what happened last week was you're playing that sorry ass 3-4 defense, and guess what? Once you've got those 3 linemen engaged, you got 2 free offensive linemen and a tight end that can get to that second level and get the pace and engage him and make it so he's ineffective. And that's where you need that front, but you need the front 4 or 3 to gobble up blocks and create a lane for pace to make those plays. And we don't have it because we don't have the right defensive scheme that fits him. We just don't. you know, he can be that thumper. He can be that thumper. Yes, he can be that thumper.
We're still right now only in week 3 right now. So you know, we're gonna see what happens.
Pace along. The problem ain't pace. The problem is
the problem?
Kirk Cousins. The fuck you talking about?
So we're on the other. So we on the other side of the ball. What are you talking about?
What the fuck you talking about?
We are on the other side of the ball. Keep your okay. So you the offense stay on the sideline. We're talking
I got a
defense.
question for you, though. If we start 0-3, are you gonna start repping your real team? You want me to start? Yeah, he can't answer that because you know it's true. You know it's true.
You ain't like that.
What's gonna happen though? We start 0-3. You gonna switch sides?
What about you? You got 2 teams to choose from.
Ooh.
Got 2.
The Rams and the Chargers.
Never that.
But I know for a fact though, LA don't claim the Chargers.
We don't claim the Chargers.
The only team they really got is the Rams, and some of them don't even claim the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams is an afterthought.
Man, don't get it no leeway, Tony.
What?
He just spitting facts.
I'm just being honest because my girl lives in California, so she tells me all that.
Yeah, no leeway, man. For
First
real.
cousin, Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk.
Pace is doing okay with that bum ass defensive line he got in front of him, man.
He can,
I was telling D on Twitter. I was telling me when we were talking. I was saying, you know, the front is what it's a disservice.
We have no defensive line, and we have no defensive line.
It's actually unfair to Pace, man, to have to deal with that type of bullshit. To be real, you know what I'm saying?
Like where Davenport and Rory at? Like what the fuck?
We already talked about this Davenport.
I'm just saying, like. I don't see Rory out there or nothing. We ain't got no detail.
Roy's been inactive. They made him inactive the last 2 weeks.
Boy out there, Tonga.
Who?
We got Mike Boy out there, Tonga.
Yeah, Mike, that was your boy. You were talking about Tonga.
The only reason
I ain't gonna lie, I was wrong, y'all.
Only reason
you was picking names on the roster. Who should I talk about today?
And the only reason Tonga
and I messed up with Jordan Hicks. I thought Jordan Hicks was done, but he's balling right now. So Jordan,
and you know, in the off season, we be talking about every damn body like they gonna be somebody. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
I get his ass on the roster.
Yeah, all me and Yogi have said it. Justin said it. We've all said it. They need to change the scheme.
4-3
to a 4-3 because that's what you had. First of all, Daniil Hunter is not a stand-up defensive end. Neither is DJ Wonnum. Neither is who's the other one they got? Jones.
That's Tonga right there.
Tonga's a nose.
I don't know what the fuck he even look like, man.
That's Tonga. He's a nose tackle.
But look, my problem, man, the defense is what it is, man. The defense. No matter what, defense the defense kept us in the last 2 football games for real.
But this is where it goes back to the offensive side of the ball, which is what I've been saying. If you're KOC and you know your defense is a liability, especially running the ball, play some damn ball control. Keep your defense off the field. Hold on to the ball. Stop the 3 and outs. Move the ball downfield, and when you do move down there, get some goddamn points.
Yep.
Yeah, they get mad at the defense in the 4th quarter at the end of the game, talking about they can't stop the run.
Well, they're tired. They were tired by halftime last week.
That's what I'm saying.
And we shut the Eagles down in the 1st quarter, man. We really did. The defense really did good until they started running the ball, and then that's the kryptonite.
Well, and you know what? Now that film is out there. Everybody's going
to try to run. So Austin Eckler ain't playing tomorrow, right?
That's why he's gonna win.
It's gonna be Josh. It's gonna be Joshua Kelly.
So what do y'all see? Like, what do y'all want to see differently from like KOC coming into this game? Like, you know, what should he do differently?
Like I said before, call a game like he's got a set of balls, and he ain't afraid to hit a motherfucker in the mouth, run up the score, take over the line of scrimmage. Don't be a bitch. Bottom line.
Last time we beat a team bad, like when's the last time we won a game like we won by like 30 points or so? Like,
week 1 last year, Packers.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was like
that don't count. I mean, when we really put a beating on somebody, that's gotta be back in 2019.
We thought it was a KLC been aboard.
Since KLC's been aboard, it's only the Packer game.
One-score games.
One-score games.
That's what I'm saying. So what had KOC done so far?
KOC doesn't have it.
Huh?
Hold on. So Tony, so you out on KOC? Like you don't like KOC? You think KOC is a bad coach?
I'm done with him.
Might be.
I'm done with him.
Damn. I think he all right, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, with as many head coaches that I've seen in my lifetime,
that's a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm proud to say I'm still here to talk about it. So shut the hell up and listen. Here's the thing. He's already proven, and there are certain coaches that have the makeup for an NFL coach. They have it. They get their teams prepared. Shanahan, other coaches. He has done some things in the last 2 years, and the biggest one, the glaring one I had was when he had the joint practice with the Niners. The joint practice. Yeah. He got up there in the podium and said that the Niners were too physical.
No, he didn't.
It's football.
Yes, he did. He said that at the presser. The Niners were too physical.
Coach.
Here's the thing. Okay, if they're physical, you get physical. Right. It's that simple.
But my whole thing.
But here's the thing, though. He never called plays in any team he's been with. Never called the offensive plays. And after watching him for a year in some games, I can see why.
But I don't really put that a knock on KOC. A lot of people don't call plays, and they do good being a head coach. Like my thing with KOC is
like who? Who?
Like look at Mike Daniels.
Who?
In Miami.
Mike Daniels. Yeah, Miami's head coach.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, you mean the bookworm that's running Miami?
He go crazy.
I like Mike Daniels.
He's also got guys around him that can. I think he's got Fangio for his coordinator, doesn't he?
He got Fangio on defense.
He got Fangio.
Right, but I'm talking on the offense side. If you look at the way Miami
plays, he's an offensive guy, Zoe.
Right.
He can tell you he's an offensive guy. He can tell you, like, he can really pick apart receivers and where to put the receiver in the right spot to get the ball.
Yeah,
he can do. He's good at that.
I think you a little too premature, in my opinion, Tony, on KOC, man. I think KOC is smart enough. I think he's a smart enough guy, man.
If he's smart enough, if he's smart enough as a head coach.
Tony's sick of the bullshit. Tony,
Tony.
Man, I need one before I go.
I need a Super Bowl, man, right now.
Thank you.
I need Bill Belichick tomorrow. Goddamn.
I'm just gonna come right out and say, have a seat, sit down, shut the fuck up, let me talk.
Hey,
here's the deal.
Ready, so history lesson. Here we go.
Here's the deal. You're a head coach, right? You coach the whole team, right? How the hell do you let your offensive line get so bad? Don't fix it. How the hell do you let your defense? Even last year, it was terrible, and you let it stay the way it was. And you're the head coach.
That talk.
And then you wonder why you got bounced.
Accountable for that too? Did we hold?
I held Zimmer accountable for years.
Yeah.
I held Zimmer. I held Bud Grant accountable. Don't tell me about holding coaches accountable. I had Bud Grant, Denny Green, Jerry Burke. All them mofo's were held accountable as far as I was concerned. Every single one of them. KOC's not getting a pass.
You know, I feel
okay.
It just.
When you're the head coach,
it's too early. I just think it's too early.
There is no sense. When you're on, okay, he's on the second year of a 4-year contract, right? Him and Kwesi both. It ain't too early. The clock is ticking. And right now, this team is his and Kwesi's. Last year, they had a pass because guess what? Management gave him the pass as to say he took over. He got a playoff team out of players that Zimmer couldn't get past 500.
Hold on.
Right. And we lost the first round.
That's over. This is on him.
Yeah, but
this is on him.
Like a rap.
Yo.
You say you like KOC though, right?
I like KOC, man.
Right.
I think he's good at coaching, man. For now, you know what I mean? Like I'm okay with him, man. I mean, because you gotta think, man, it's early, man. You know what I mean? We won 13 games. I get your point, Tony, but I'm just saying, like,
what is he good at?
I was about to say that.
Like when he's in his bag, he in his bag. Because you gotta think, like, we score a lot of points. Like, I mean, I know the offense, there is times where he does boneheaded calls and time management is boneheaded, but you also got to remember he was a rookie head coach too. But when
okay, but Rap,
he was putting up points, bro.
But Rap, guess what? We're putting up points
in the league.
But Rap, we're putting up points because guess what? We scored the first drive and we don't do a damn thing till damn near the end of the game. That's 2 quarters when we ain't doing nothing. That's 2 quarters when we ain't doing nothing. If you're a coach, you keep your foot on the gas. Go for the throat. Go for the throat.
I agree with you, Tony, but I agree with Rap too because think about it. We won.
Pick a side.
Despite the defense. The defense is bad.
What up, JT, Minnesota?
But we also played teams last year that ain't the caliber of teams we're playing this year.
But you got to understand a lot of points too, though.
Here's the deal.
From behind a lot also last year.
Right. When you're playing from behind a lot, that's a problem. Guess what? You fall behind to Kansas City. You fall behind to San Francisco. You fall behind to even a Cincinnati if Joe Burrow plays. Dallas. You can't make that up. You can't because they're going to keep their foot on your throat. They're going to put you down for the count.
But my thing with KOC is when I watch KOC coach the Vikings, dude, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I don't see the same thing I'm seeing from the Miami head coach or the KC coach or the man, a lot of head coaches for real. Like they drawing the plays and they playmakers open in the field.
This is what I think about it. Like,
but the thing
I have questions about KLC too. I'm not saying he's all world, but I think like with him coming into his second year, he's figuring out who's he going to be. Like we already know that what Shanahan is and the kind of offense he likes to run, right? I think KLC is trying to figure that out right now. And that's okay.
Here's the thing with KLC though. He's got to figure it out quick because guess what? The clock is ticking.
We already 0-2.
The clock is ticking. You're 0-2. Actually, this year you haven't won a game. I think you did win a game.
We're gonna figure out
but this year you haven't won a game, including preseason.
We're gonna find out here in the next 12 hours who he is.
Yeah. And you lost. You lost an opener. You should have won.
Yo, if he loses this game,
I don't think they'll lose. But you know what? Stranger things have happened.
I think we're gonna lose to the Bucks, though.
Yeah,
let me ask y'all this too, though.
I said we win by 3.
Go ahead, Rap.
With the people we had available to be the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, do you feel there was a better option? Like, were you on the Harbaugh train? Like
they had Harbaugh. That was your only option. That should have been your option. Up. You should have went with Harbaugh.
I wanted Raheem because I felt like he was a defensive guy that failed as a defensive, DC, and then he was a head coach, and he already failed, right? And then he went to the offense with the Rams and started learning like how offenses work.
But that
felt like, he would have been a better fit for us.
But with like D said, I wanted a defensive guy, but the fact that Zimmer was a defensive guy, ownership wanted to go in the opposite direction.
I wanted to go. I wanted an offensive guy, to be honest.
Me too. I did too.
I was on that train. I was on that.
Well, you got your offensive guy. How you feeling?
I just like Morris a lot because he was already a head coach. Like if you think about the Vikings, like the past coaches that they had, like the past couple of coaches stints, they all been like first time head coaches, and they don't really get second jobs after that. Like the only
unless you're Josh McDaniels, who somehow gets a job I don't know how he gets jobs, but he gets
but like Leslie Frazier hasn't got a head coaching job. Childress didn't get a head coaching job after that. Dennis Green got one, with the Arizona Cardinals, which was cool. But
Denny was the only one.
That's the only one. So
they were also older too. D Woods. They were also older.
Yeah, they're also older. But I just felt like I wanted a coach that already knew how to head coach already. Like learning on the job.
And here's with everything that happened with Zimmer and Spielman, that whole spiel, they wanted to go in another direction. Kwesi wanted Harbaugh, but ownership wanted to go in another direction because they said Harbaugh was old school. That's what they didn't want. They didn't want an old school coach like Zimmer. They wanted a new, younger, fresher ideas coach. In other words, somebody that says good morning to the players.
Innovative, somebody who's innovative, which is where there's nothing wrong with that, though.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. If you're innovative, if you've got but they didn't do their homework. He never called the plays. He was back.
So let me ask you this.
He's piggybacking off of McVay.
I gotta ask you this though, Tony, real quick.
Okay.
Man. So when is winning 13 games? Like, because I just gotta. I'm trying to understand, right? Because We hired a rookie head coach. He comes in, he wins 13 games with the worst defense, bro. We had the worst defense damn near in the NFL last season, but yeah, we still won 13 games. Now, yes, we can say it's a fluke. We can say, but 13 games is 13 games, man. No matter how you cut it, man, we were coming back and facing adversity damn near every game, you know, and we got blown out our games that we were supposed to get blown out. But my thing is, what's so bad about him that makes you feel like he's like an awful head coach compared to what we come from at Zimmer at the end of Zimmer's tenure? Because at the end of Zimmer's tenure, man, I felt like Zimmer just didn't give a fuck about football no more, man. Just didn't even care about the team no more.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, first of all, I never said he was an awful head coach. I don't like him as a head coach. I don't like him as an NFL
but what is your
head
main
coach.
reason why you don't like him? What's your main reason you don't like him?
Okay, we won 13 games last year. You saw how we won those games, right?
Right.
Okay. How many games we lose last year? 4?
Right.
Did you see how we lost those games?
Yeah, we got
okay. Did he make? I mean, he beat the teams he was supposed to, but it was still a struggle, and there was a hell of a lot of luck in those games. But guess what? When he got to the playoffs, Dabble beat him. Dabble outcoached him. Let me tone it down here. I'm screaming and shit. My neighbor's about to knock on the door.
No, you good. You good. No, we hear you.
No, my neighbor's about to knock on the door, making sure I'm okay.
Ed Donatel did him no justice, though, man. Like having a defensive coordinator. Yes,
okay,
he made a mistake hiring Ed Donatel.
But this is what I'm saying. As a head coach, where do you step in and say you need to fix that defense?
I agree.
Why the hell, as a head?
Agree with that.
Here's the thing: as a head coach, this is your damn team. Yeah, this is your team. Your job depends on if they are successful. It's not rocket science.
I got you.
Okay, so guess what? Donatel's defense sucks. Change it. You're the head coach.
I feel like they should have changed at the middle. I think they should have changed around week 6. They should have said, you know what, get them the hell out.
They should have for real. Well, here's the weird. They should have never hired Donatel. They hired Donatel before they hired KLC.
Oh,
yeah, they hired.
Hold on, they hired Donatel before KLC.
Yeah, they hired like 3 coaches before they hired KLC.
Shout out to Dan.
And then, but here's another thing too. Now, this is where KLC is probably getting his advice on defense, because I don't think KLC knows much about defense. Our assistant head coach is Mike Pettin.
Yeah.
So that's probably where he's getting his defensive ideas or how to run a defense. Pettin is the assistant head coach. So that being said, now see with Donatel, that might have worked. That ain't working with Flores. That is not where Flores is going to call that defense the way he wants to call that defense. Right. And he's going to hold KLC accountable. Here's the problem with a lot of Viking fans. Now I'm really going to go off.
Y'all
motherfuckers gave KLC a pass because he's a good guy. He won 13 games, and he's going to get us in the Super Bowl. Stop. Just stop. Okay? If you really want to gauge how good of a coach he was, you look at those games he lost. That's what I gauge him on. The games he won, yeah, maybe, whatever. Well, and here's another thing, too. One of them games you won last year, you were losing at halftime 33-0 to a 4-win team with an interim head coach. Good teams do not give up 33 points in one half to a undermanned 4-win team with an interim head coach.
To Jeff Saturday.
Hey, let's give a couple of shout outs. We got Jim, NFL 7 in the building.
Danielle in the building. Shout out to Danielle, my girl in the building.
Actually, Sarah, you can't justify it, but the record was there where they were still a bad defense.
Hey, man,
they were terrible.
Sarah been tripping in the chat lately, dude. She said Kyle Shanahan ain't that good. Miami head coach ain't that good. Sarah tripping.
So, Tony, what's your opinion on the Minnesota Vikings not making Mike Tomlin a head coach?
Well, here's what happened there.
Coordinator.
Go ahead, Tony.
Tomlin was only here. Okay, Zoe, this is history, so you might want to, go off camera. But anyway, Tomlin was only here a year.
Yeah, he was here a year.
He was only here a year, and the Wilks had been held hostage by Brad Childress anyway. So they were going to roll with Childress. But, yeah, Tomlin was going to get that gig. which I was actually shocked he did.
Mike Tomlin was the head coach, man. We would have won a Super Bowl.
Look.
I would have took Tomlin in a heartbeat.
Hey, Mike, we cannot live in the world they call if. We got to deal with what we got right now.
But we just got to make better decisions, man.
And most of those decisions, I mean, we as fans, we can always say, I'm one of them. We can always say we would do this, we would do that. They should do this, they should do that. But it's up to the front office to do it. But when you look at the front office and the coaches, and they're not doing the obvious thing they should be doing, I mean, when you got everybody all over the country saying the same thing, but what's going on?
Yeah, like basically not signing anybody to the offensive line in the offseason and waiting to
and this is the thing with the offensive line. You knew going into the season that offensive line was going to be a problem. You knew that. You knew it so much that you weren't going to pick up Bradbury's 5th-year option. So what do?
But then you signed him anyway.
But then you re-signed him to 3 more years. And you bring.
But are we blaming this on Quase or are we blaming this on KOC?
It's a little of both. It's a little of both. And this is where I don't know if I should blame. You're going to have to blame Quase for some of it, but the fact that he's got somebody next to him, kind of probably telling him what to do, and Grigsby, who by the way screwed up the Colts team. Right. I mean, that's another thing because first of all, Mark Welf and the CEO, Andrew Miller, don't know shit about football. Andrew Miller comes from
baseball.
He comes from the Toronto Blue Jays, and they played Moneyball. But it's all analytics. Minnesota's going analytics.
I hate that bullshit. Like at some point, you just need to get a good football player.
And also with the Vikings, because they've got so much money wrapped up in a lot of players. I mean, they've been kicking money down the road now for years, and they're still kicking money down the road. So they're strapped. They're strapped for cash. But
real quick, man, before we continue, man, I just want to say, man, this panel right here is official, man. Like straight up, man. Everybody in the chat, man, we appreciate y'all, man. This panel right here is fire, dog. Like straight up, man. We bring y'all that real shit right now. You hear me? Like, don't nobody get down like how we getting down, man. And we appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all go support all these fellas on the panel. You know, everybody that's on my channel watching right now, make sure y'all go and subscribe, man. Subscribe to In the Zone. Subscribe to Mike Spoil Lives, Purple Rain, and Skol State of Mind as well. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say something?
Gonna be on Purple Rain, man. So make sure y'all tapping in for sure.
I'm gonna put this out there, and I always do this. Sorry, I lost my temper there. I always do. But when I talk about this team, I'm one of the few.
I get it.
I'm one of the few that saw this team back in the heyday. That saw the standard that was set. Zoe, shut the hell up.
Hey, the guy next to you while you're losing your temper right there, right now.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Getting them heated.
So like when I look at what this organization is doing now,
you want the Purple People Eaters back.
Yeah, right. I want real football.
I wish.
Put it this way: if you bring back the Purple People Eaters, a no-name defense, a steel curtain, the Doomsday defense, I'm straight. Let the defense play football nowadays.
Kevin Williams, Doomsday was that? That's the Cowboys, right?
That's the Cowboys. Yeah, that's the Cowboys.
What was the Broncos defense that was crazy?
The Orange Crush. Orange Crush.
Right.
Yeah, Orange Crush. But yeah,
we closed the door before, so she can't run out.
That whole, I mean,
move all this.
Considering I've seen this team in the Super Bowl and I've seen them lose them, I want to see that team go back, but I want to see them hoist that Lombardi this time.
I know, man.
And I've been looking at this team for the last 30 years, and we are consistently inconsistent.
So how did you feel about 2017 when we got to the title game and just blew it? Were you like, this is going to be the one? Like, how did I want to know, because
against the Eagles?
Yeah, against the Eagles.
I feel about that. With me, I'm very apprehensive because I've seen games go sideways.
Talk to him, Tony.
But with the Eagle game, I just was like, okay, if we win this thing, there's still one more game after that. Right. But once the snowball effect started to hit, I'm like, here we go again. So,
honestly, in 2017, they were on borrowed time. The second half of that Saints game, the Saints figured out Mike Zimmer's defense. That's when the whole defense started going downhill, and it was by the miracle that they managed to pull that game out. Because like you said, in 1998, if we had beaten the Falcons, we would have felt like, yeah, we're going to beat the Broncos. In 2009, if we had beaten the Saints, we would have felt, yeah, we're going to beat the Colts.
Yeah.
But if we had beaten the Eagles, we would have been like, I don't know if we can beat Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, even though it's in our own building. So,
I know, man.
But honestly, the thing about 17 is they were always somewhat soft on the lines. Even in 17, they weren't as soft as they are now. But you saw Philly, like they took our best punch on that first drive.
Yeah.
And then they said, all right, little brother, that's enough. You got your one punch on your big brother. Now it's time for us to just put our hand on your head and let you swing, even though you can't reach me anymore, because I'm your big brother and I got longer arms than you. And they just out-physicaled us. And it's been that way ever since.
Yeah, it's been that way.
Bradbury get lifted up with one arm by Fletcher Cox in that game.
No, that was Pat Elflein. That was Elflein.
Oh, my bad.
That was Elflein.
My bad.
But
matter of fact, Elflein broke his ankle.
I said, well, damn, I ain't never seen
that's right. That was
one hand
like
that.
Elflein broke his ankle.
Yeah, he broke his ankle.
Yeah,
because technically, like with the ankle injury that he had, he should have been out the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
The Vikings rushed him back.
Yeah.
And they rushed him back
like
too
they
soon.
rushed in Ed Ingram. That's what we was talking about earlier.
Hey, though, real talk, though. Hey, Justin, I saw your video. I think it was Friday night. And what you said about Ed Ingram, you were 100% right about that. Rush to play.
Yeah.
And now he got to go sit down and develop. Like, I give you, you were right about that.
Well, you know what that might do to him too. It might. He's already regressed.
He's already
it might
stop turn into Cam Dantzler all over again.
About it.
Where Cam
Dantzler got signed too. I think the Saints signed him.
I think he did.
Hey, even though my guy Rap said every channel that was live on the panel here, if y'all don't subscribe to Purple and Go for Days, hit me up too. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock, got a pregame show, so come on out and join me with that. But I wanted to address.
You know what my pregame show is going to be?
Drinking beers.
Drinking a beer.
Yogi's going to be in the building. So, but what I wanted to address what you were saying, Tony, while I was out getting something to eat here. I'm not quite as far out on KOC as you are, but I understand where you're coming from in that at some point, if you are the head coach, the buck stops here. After that Dallas game, well, I take that back because you had the Patriots 4 days later on Thursday Night Football. But after that Patriots game where you had that mini bye, you should have taken away play calling duties from Ed Donashell. Be like, Mike Pettin going to do it. Now, if you want to stick around and just take a demotion, you can. Or if not, then I'll just fire your ass. But you're right. He has needed to make moves sooner. And he's kind of the kumbaya guy. I'm hoping that things will just work itself out. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
He doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Right.
It's football. Philly's going to get hurt, man.
Exactly.
But to your other point, what is infuriating, and this transcends more than just KOC, and it transcends more than just Kirk Cousins too. But the thing that irritates me so much is for stretches of games, they can look so utterly dominant. And for stretches of games, they look like a junior varsity team where, again, last year, first drive or two of the game, you get 7 to 10 points. Then you don't do nothing for a quarter and a half until the late part of the third quarter. And then you turn it on in the fourth quarter again. Mm-hmm. You can luck your way, and I don't mean luck as if it doesn't count, but you can luck your way into getting away with that during the course of a regular season. And they got a lot more out of it than most people would and most teams would. But you're not going to look that way in the playoffs, and you're not going to look that way consistently. You have got to cut down on your 3 and outs. You can't have these long stretches. You got to have sustained drives because in addition to scoring more points, you're keeping your defense off the field, and you are allowing your defense to get rest. I'll say it again. Against Tampa Bay, defense got 3 and outs on every possession up until the 2-minute drive. Now, yes, one of those was a 3 and out that resulted in a field goal because of the turnover, so it doesn't go down as a 3 and out. But my point is your defense gave you opportunities by giving you that many 3 and out, and they're not going to continue with that. You have to go into it expecting that your defense hopefully will force 4 or 5 punts and maybe get 1 turnover, and you have to anticipate that they're going to be giving up points on all the other drives. So when your defense gives you a 3 and out, you have to treat it like your defense got you a turnover, because the defense is not going to sustain that. And you can say all you want, well, it's not fair to expect the offense to overperform. Maybe not, but that's the only way you're going to win. And KOC has got to get it in his head. I just can't be throwing away possessions because you know what? My defense on the first drive got a 3 and out. So, you know what? If we end up punting on this drive, it's no big deal. No, you have to treat it like every possession is critical. I'm not saying you got to score 8 touchdowns a game, but you can't just be throwing away possessions with bullshit screen passes to tight ends behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and 3 because we ran for 7 yards on first down. And so now I'm going to call on 2nd and 3rd down. I'm going to call passes where I've got wide receivers running 15, 20 yards. Just get your first down and keep your drive going.
And we got to establish some type of run game.
Right. And like I said, with this team, they've been consistently inconsistent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not like fans since McMahon. KOC too busy loving. You right.
He really is. That's very true.
Right. We in the darkness now.
Hey, rap about to come with the business now. You got the dark room going.
Check me out. Check me out.
It's really
this shit ain't over. Y'all thought this shit was over? No. Y'all thought this shit was over?
I mean, JDT 93, he has a good point. Without all the turnovers, guess what? The turnovers are on the head coach. That team was so underprepared in week 1. The team was.
He didn't have them ready. He did not have them ready.
They played sloppy.
And he had 2 weeks. He had 2 weeks.
I'm not ready to throw him out yet. All I'm saying is that we got to put some of the blame where it belongs, and it's the head coach. You were underprepared week 1. You got false start penalties on your own building or in your own building. You got guys lining up offside on a field goal attempt. First of all, your special teams coach, if it's 4th and less than 6, everybody make sure. If you're not on the line of scrimmage, okay, you might even need to be a half yard off the line of scrimmage, because I don't want nobody jumping off sides on 4th and 4 and giving somebody a free.
Actually, Ward wasn't offside.
I know it was actually Metellus, but that's not the point. The point was is that
somebody was going to be offsides.
It was a guy. Because I said, if I'm a coach of football, if it's 4th and 4 and your opponent's about to punt, don't come after a punt block. Make sure that punt gets snapped and just block the guys. Don't even try to block the punt on 4th and 4 or less, because I don't want nobody jumping offside.
That's real.
That's just, you got to be disciplined. They were undisciplined, unprepared. That's on the head coach. Now
again, that's on the head coach. That's on all the coaches.
It's all only the second season.
All 35 of them.
They got as many head coaches as they do NFL teams.
They got as many head coaches as they got number 1 wide receiver draft picks,
Man, y'all being hard on KOC, man. I think y'all being hard on KOC, man.
Well, it's
not being hard on him, but guess what?
It's calling for what it is.
He's an NFL head coach, and he needs to start acting like one.
Right.
He's too passive. Put it that way. Too passive, too soft, too nice.
And I did say that with that collaboration stuff they were big on. Like, there is kind
don't even get me started on that whole committee.
Somebody got to be the boss, man.
Man, if you thought he was yelling about 20 minutes ago, you said the word collaboration.
Don't even get me started on that whole big whatever the F that is.
Yeah,
competitive rebuild.
You know what that is? Let's just pass the buck to somebody until it sticks. We'll blame this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and it'll stick to that guy.
Yeah.
It's like they can't. You've got a bunch of people that are running the football team that don't know anything about football. So, that's why you've got the Grigsbys and the Pettons. It's like the people that don't know football are leaning on them to help guide them with the football decisions that they will all take credit for if it's a success, but they'll pass the buck if it's not a success.
There's too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
For real.
And the food sucks.
Yeah, they need to.
It don't suck. It's hit or miss because you got too many cooks in the kitchen.
Okay, that means it sucks. That means it sucks. D-Woods. If it's hit or miss, you might as well be at Burger King.
Hey, I like Burger King.
Let me ask you this, D. What do you think? Where you think the team going this year? Like what's your projection of the team? You know, what you think?
I mean, okay, 9-8 wins the division. 9-8 wins the division.
Big deal.
Do they win?
Yeah. All right, but on that note, they've got to show some consistency. Here's what I mean: if they win tomorrow, and they win handily tomorrow, they've got to take that into Carolina and do the exact same thing.
And you might be playing against a second string quarterback next year.
You're probably going to be who's a backup quarterback?
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton.
If you don't beat Andy Dalton, come on now.
Hey, that's what
And
we said about
we
Baker
lost to
Mayfield.
Andy Dalton. I was about to say we said that about Baker Mayfield too.
Yeah, Andy Dalton beat us with the Cowboys.
Yeah, but that was
with the Cowboys.
You know what? I think Baker Mayfield just loves Minnesota. I think he likes US Bank Stadium because that's the only stadium he wins in consistently.
Don't say it. So
Baker look good right now.
Who looks better, Baker or Kirk Cousins?
What? Who would I take?
Baker or Kirk Cousins?
Hey, this is my best Zoe. This is my best Zoe impression. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but Baker Mayfield been looking pretty good. I put a couple bets on him, and he's helped. He's got me.
That's
paid,
exactly
so.
what he was gonna say too.
What were you gonna say, Zoe?
Here's what we can hope for. Let's hope this team goes into the Kansas City game 2-2.
Yes.
But but here's the thing: in beating the Chargers and the Panthers, offensively, you have to dominate.
I got a question for Justin though, real quick.
Yeah.
Justin, so you know the cap more than anybody y'all know. You saw that Kansas City gave Mahomes more money, right?
Right.
Did they free up any cap space for this year by doing that?
I'd have to take a look. Hold on,
because
let me go take a look.
I feel if they did that, we might not have the Kansas City team that's been playing now. That means they're making a move for somebody.
That's
if they freed up money.
That could be it too.
Because
and
they need a receiver.
just resigned.
Yeah,
they just resigned Chris Jones too.
So can you look at that real quick, Justin?
Yeah, I think part of the reason they redid Mahomes was to free up some money for Chris Jones, like Tony just said. But let me take a look here. Let me take a look.
They're going to sign Akeem Hicks.
Shout out to Gino, my cousin tapped in. Told we going 0-3. Nigga, we winning.
Hey, he going 0-3.
Yeah.
Nah, we catching that dub, Gene.
What up, Eugene? Hey, this is for you, Eugene.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the me.
Straight up. I'm getting that dub. We gonna beat the Chargers though, for real.
Yeah,
we better.
We better. Yeah, I said that this is like a playoff game without being a playoff. Like this is gonna have playoff.
This is a must win early. It's a must win early.
Week 3 already.
No turnovers. No turnovers.
And the Lions and the Packers gonna lose tomorrow.
Let's hope that if that happens, man, that'd be a perfect weekend.
And we win
and they lose. Yeah,
oh man, weekend. I'm a drink to that.
Did you notice how we just? Did you notice how we just ignored the Bears? We just ignored the Bears.
Man, I ain't even worried about the Bears.
Justin Field calling out the coach house getting raided and shit. The Bears.
Justin Fields is not him, man. I'm sorry. He's not him, man.
Justin Fields should be in this chat.
And I'm glad we didn't. I'm glad we didn't go up to get him.
Justin Fields, man.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Like I said before, why would you draft an Ohio State quarterback?
Yeah, man. But I ain't gonna lie, Stroud looked pretty decent though, man. He threw for a ton of yards. I mean, I ain't gonna say he looked amazing, but
hopefully that team turns the corner soon. But he's kind of. He ain't got no weapons either.
Yeah, the Texans just they yeah. Boy,
he'll probably be running for his life for the rest of the season.
We could be Texans fans. Let's just put it that way. You know what I mean? We could be.
I'd be mad as hell.
Hey, Hey, Mike Buford. Yeah, so we need to do a play action, get Jordan Addison on a 9 route, and bam, touchdown. That's what I would do.
My thing is this: it's hard to do play action if you can't establish a run.
Yeah, right. You can't run.
And you can't
but here's the thing with that though. KOC abandons the run. He abandons too quick.
I agree.
You know, he's got to let it develop. And plus, running the ball, like I've said before, and anybody that has played the game of football knows this, developing the run gives your offensive line a lot of confidence.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know about this offensive line. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, Justin, what you got, Justin?
All right. So this year it saved the Chiefs $2.6 million.
That's it.
In 2024, it added 10.7. 2025 added 12.2. 2026 added 18.9. So basically, what they did is they took money from years 2027 through 31, which are the last 5 years of his original $10 million deal. It just basically moved up a bunch of money, which basically puts him in line with like what Joe Burrow got. So for this year, it saved him money, but the next 3 years after that, it added quite a bit because next year he was supposed to be at 46.7 against the cap. Now he's at 57.4.
Wow.
Damn. Shout out to T.Y.
What up,
Skol T.Y. said his wife is a Texans fan, man. I'm
yeah,
sorry,
she's a Texans fan.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You gotta convert to the purple, man. You gotta convert to the purple. Man. I made my wife a Vikings fan before we got married. I was like,
I did the same thing, man. Hey.
Okay, I got a question for both. We gotta
be unified.
I got a question for both. What are you trying to say? Misery loves company?
No, I'm just saying though, like we root for one team in this house. That's gonna be the Vikings.
That's like I tell my wife. We root for one team before we get married.
You know, like if she wasn't okay with the situation, I would be like, hey, I don't know about this just yet.
Hey, I'm telling you,
that's a lie. You still be with her. I know you lying.
I was about to say you are lying, but as long as your girl ain't no damn Packer fan, it don't matter.
Oh yeah, facts.
Let's just call it for what it is.
Eagle fan, or in
your case, yes.
Or a Raider fan.
My girl knows my misery. She's a Falcons fan, so
or Saints.
My girl Aaron Rodgers fan. So
Hey, shout out Mike Bulford in the building. What's going on, Mike Bulford? We're good to see you, man. Hit that button.
Hey, how do y'all feel about trading KJ though to play
in a minute?
This man want to get rid of KJ bad, boy.
Dr. Proto, good to see you.
For what though? For what?
Yeah.
What goes is though?
A third round.
Yeah, let's let Zoe-N.
I don't. You're not going to get a third for him.
You ain't getting a third for KJ.
You're not getting a third.
You better get a Proto in the building.
You'll get a fifth or a sixth.
Come on,
basically, it's Cam Akers. It's a Cam Akers trade.
Yeah, Cam Akers trade.
This year, he don't got that much value. He keeps dropping.
A little more than that, but not by much.
That's what I'm saying. KJ is taking away from Ja. We need Ja on that field.
God, here we
go.
Why is he not out there?
That needs
KOC taking away from Ja.
That decision of throwing Ja the ball instead of KJ.
That's what I'm talking about. You're the head coach. You know what this kid can do. Put him out there.
I ain't gonna do that one.
Let's give it.
Put him out there.
If you're talking about KJ Osborne needs to be traded because he's taken away from Ja, that is on the head coach and the quarterback.
Yeah.
The head coach say, Ja, you're the number 2 wide receiver. KJ, you're only going to get
KOC.
That ain't got nothing to do with him.
Hey, that's a good question, Sarah.
I'll answer it right now. I'm ready for the work. Let's go. I'm a Viking fan because I grew up in South Central LA and we didn't have a goddamn team at that time. So when I started watching football, I liked Randy Moss,
what year was this?
Chris Carter, and all those dudes. That's 98.
That's history, so you don't want to know about it.
That's 98. All right. So when I was
actually
like mine,
Zoe is probably
that's what I wanted to do. All right. That's how I became a Viking fan, and I stuck with my team all the way through.
Loyalty.
That's why I'm a Viking fan.
Talk that talk, baby.
Yeah, because
you tried, though. You tried. You failed.
Don't shoot the messenger, bro. I'm just reading the comments in the sections. That's all.
Yeah, because LA didn't have a team from 95 until what?
Until the Rams came back.
Okay, yeah, the Rams came back. Yeah,
Rams came back. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't about to jump ship and go to the Rams. Like, hell no. I'm invested in this, man. This is what it's gonna be. It's Vikings all day.
Okay, D Woods, tell me something. There's still a lot of people in LA that are not Rams fans, right?
No, it's more Raider fans, Dallas fans, and Niner fans out here. That's what it is.
Dude, every time you go to an LA game, there's more away fans. And that don't mean for the Chargers or because, for the Rams.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
especially the Chargers.
The Chargers. God. They shouldn't have stayed in San Diego, man. They shouldn't stay at Qualcomm, straight up.
Well, you know why they moved? It was Jerry Jones.
Wow.
Jerry Jones got to do with it.
Jerry Jones. It was Jerry Jones' idea to put 2 NFL teams in LA at the time. And he talked San Diego's team into going into the stadium with the Rams.
Mm-hmm. Only
problem is the Rams owner built that stadium out of his own pocket. LA didn't pay for it. LA County paid no money for that stadium. Stan Kroenke paid for that whole damn stadium by himself. So guess who's paying to an NFL team?
Take that shit off there, Yogi, man, for real.
Is this your cousin?
Yeah.
Hey, Yogi gonna add everybody. Yeah,
Yogi dropped the link. I'm like, hell no.
Yogi dropped the link. Come on, everybody.
Yeah, and I've heard that too. Yeah, California's not a football state. It's a basketball
it's not a football state.
No, it's an Oakland Raiders though. When the Raiders,
it's Raiders, but when it comes to football, it's SC. Especially where I'm.
Oh yes,
it's SC. Yeah,
it's SC all the way through. Like,
but they've always been a basketball town. By the way, D Woods, you're welcome for that.
Hey, I told you thank you last time. I appreciate it. You know.
Hey, me and D Wood's story is the same exact, to be real, because you know I'm from South Carolina, so like it's the same thing. Like people always ask how I became a Vikings fan. You know, people say why you ain't become a Carolina Panthers fan. You know, because shit, it just is what it is, man. You know, I grew up watching Moss, and everybody know my story, and I'm loyalty, man. And now I'm emotionally invested, man. Being 34 years old, I've been a fan since I've been 10 years old. Shit, like I can't switch. You feel me? Like I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. You know what I mean?
Hey,
wouldn't be able to sleep.
The crazy part is, rap dog, when the Vikings lost that game in '98 to the Falcons,
I was there.
Man.
I cried after that game, dog.
Man, I was at that. I was in the building.
Were you at that game, Justin? Were you at that game?
I was hurt, dog. Like, damn.
I was hurt.
I looked at my
I wasn't so hurt about that one. I was hurt about the 48 donut, the 41 donut against New York.
I was hurt.
How can you be hurt by that?
I wasn't hurt by that. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed.
Goldpepper was gonna go out there and be throwing bombs, and that game you get past the 50-yard line. That one hurt to me.
I was embarrassed.
You know that story, right?
What's that?
Big shout out to.
Big shout out to Gary, man. Shout out Gary.
Gary dropping that bag with that lady on the side of him tonight.
Mateo,
she might not be at the side. She might not be at his side anymore if he keeps.
Oh, she weighing on Gary. She weighing on Big G.
Now, what were you saying, Justin, about that game, Justin?
All right, so supposedly the Giants hijacked into the Vikings headsets and had their play calls the whole game.
Yeah, that's
Oh damn!
Because if you watch that game, like every offensive play we ran, you
Didn't
remember
work.
the old school Madden where you could only choose 4 plays, and if you chose the right one on defense, you always sacked the quarterback, and they could do nothing about it. That whole game, it's like they knew every play we were doing. And funny, the very next year, they changed the rules about how the headsets working for the visitors in the opposing stadium.
So we got bad luck every time.
Yeah,
man.
we got bad luck, man. We always get fucked over.
But as far as 98 goes, no, 98 to me is the worst. It's far worse than 09 because one, I never bought into Brett Favre and I never let myself get totally emotionally invested that year. But 98, I was a sophomore in college. I was 19, and my brother was a sophomore in high school. He was 15. And the night before, my dad calls me and says, "Hey, we got some tickets tomorrow. Do you want to go?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go." And so my brother came up to my college. I was actually at college right next door to the Metrodome, Augsburg College. So my brother stayed with me on campus that night. We got up. at like 6 a.m. because we couldn't sleep for nothing. We were just like, oh, we going to the NFC Championship game. We went out, we had breakfast. We get to the game at like 10 o'clock, so 2 hours before start. The plaza was so packed. There had to be 90,000 people on the plaza. Even people who weren't even going to the game were out there on the plaza. Usually when my brother and I went, we would walk in at about 11:30, about a half hour before game time. We walked in at about 11:10, and the place was packed like the game was starting in 5 minutes because everybody was already inside. That place was so loud that my brother, and he's taller than me, like by the fourth quarter, when we're really thinking, okay, we almost got this, he literally put his mouth up to my ear to try to tell me something, and I literally could not hear what he was saying. That's how loud it was at that point. When we had the ball,
I was there for that.
And when we had the ball and we were, before Gary Anderson missed, first down, okay, another first down, okay. It was just so deafeningly loud in that building. And
man,
then
don't bring up that shit, man.
And then y'all know the rest that happened.
Yeah.
And I'll just leave it at that. But we didn't take it was actually a nice day, even though it was the middle of January. It wasn't cold out. Like the week before we had a snowstorm, but that week it was like 45 degrees out.
It was like 40, 45 degrees. It was comfortable.
We walked back from the Metrodome to Augsburg College, Tony, because we're just like, well, we're not going to take no bus. We don't need to. We'll just walk. And honestly, the old saying, when the Vikings lose an NFC Championships game, you see like 10,000 flags on 494, 10,000 Vikings.
Yeah.
You should have seen all of the flags and all the programs. I was just like, oh, how did we lose that game? How did we lose that game? I'm with you, Sarah.
I ain't gonna lie. I think that Seahawks game was painful for me too, man. That wild card, man.
That's a wild card game, though.
That was a wild card. The one that hurt,
game?
The one that hurt the most, because I've seen them.
Right.
The one that hurt the most was probably when they lost to Doug Williams in '87.
Oh, you going way back, man. I ain't even born yet.
Look at so.
I was only 8.
They were literally 6 yards away from tying the Redskins.
Yep.
Shut the hell up, Zoe. Don't nobody care. Just sit there and listen. They were literally 6 yards away from tying that game.
That boy had the leather helmets on, man. God damn.
Okay, Rap. That's the era I played in. Okay, I played in that era.
What about
you played in that era?
Yeah, I was what? How old was I? 21, 22?
Oh, for real?
You had a leather helmet for real? You had the leather helmet?
No, it wasn't a leather helmet.
Damn. I mean, how
I'm talking about the era.
We believed you.
Honestly,
of course, though, you gonna believe anything I say because you think I'm older than Methuselah.
I know. But Tony, let me ask you this. I can't remember if I asked you this one before. In my lifetime, we got 87, 98, 2000, 09, and 2017. To me, 98 was the best team, 09 second best, 87. And then between 2000 and 2017, I don't care which order you put 4 and 5. But one, do you agree with that assessment that 98 was better than 09? And two, actually answer that one first because I'll give you the second part. Because some people want to tell me that 09 was better. And I'm like, if 09 played 98, 98 would win.
Here's the thing.
09 might have had a better chance of winning had they not lost. I'll grant you that.
But 09 had a better defense.
Shout out to my guy, JB.
98 had the better offense. So you would have had, basically look at how the offensive line would have lined up. You would have had Todd Stussy against Jared Allen. You would have had Jeff Christie against Pat Williams.
Right.
Randall McDaniel against Kevin Williams.
But do you
think it would have balanced itself
that
out?
98 would have been able to stop AP?
Yes.
No. The
98 team would be able to stop AP. Nah.
No.
I mean, he probably
not on defense. Not on defense.
Here's how I would see that game going.
Nasty.
Here's how I would see that game going. You're right. The 09 team was more balanced because 98 was 75% offense, 25% defense. Right.
Yeah.
09 was probably 55-45. I will grant you that. But
I agree. Yep.
The 09 defense against Stussy, McDaniel, Christie Dixon, and Stringer with rookie Randy Moss, Chris Carter, Jake Reed, Robert Smith. Here's how I see
Robert Smith was my guy.
And with Brett Favre? Interception City.
Thank you.
Yeah, but look at the only reason I say that though, the only person you had on defense for that 98 team, literally that scared me, was John Randall. That's it.
John Randall going up against Brett Favre anyway.
Yeah, exactly, because it always happens.
My point is this. Here's my point. Here's my point. I'm not saying that 98 would win 48-0. I'm not saying it like that. What I am saying is I would see that game being like a 45-35. And here's why I say that. If you look at, remember, everybody knows Randy Moss, Thanksgiving, 3 catches, 3 touchdowns against the Cowboys, right?
Nasty.
The 98 Cowboys are a very good comp for the 2009 Vikings. Still have the remnants of their O-line, still have a decent defense, still have Emmitt Smith before he really fell off. Emmitt Smith was still pretty good in 98. I'm not saying he was Adrian Peterson, but I'm saying pretty close. And what did that 98 Vikings do? They beat him by 10. So I think the 98 Vikings would probably beat 09 by about 10 points, 45-35, 38-28, something like that.
But if AP got going, though,
but if you run the ball,
got going,
right.
I don't see nobody on the 98
that same team lost to 09.
That's going to stop AP. Only person going to stop AP is AP. Put it like that.
Right.
How did they lose 09 then?
Facts.
Because they run the ball on him with AP.
Yeah, AP would
They're not gonna run the ball.
ran them dudes over, man.
Dude,
like
hold
up. So what you're saying is if AP just ran wild, that 98's offense wouldn't be able to match that?
Right. No, it's not that they wouldn't been able to match it.
They would have been able to match it, but that 09 team probably would have played, like we've said before, ball control.
No, but here's the one thing you guys are all missing. Here's the one thing you're all missing. We lost to the Saints in 09 with AP.
Because he fumbled the ball. Everybody fumbled the ball that game.
Say what?
I mean,
say what?
AP fumbled, Berrien fumbled. They're going
Yeah.
with the interception.
Harvin fumbled too.
Like
Harvin had a fumble too. Yeah.
That's all
it was
I'm
like
saying.
the Eagles game in there.
150 yards.
But you know what though? AP put it on the turf 3 times.
Yes.
True.
But
That's what I said. Ain't nobody stopping AP but AP. That's it.
All I'm saying is that if 98 and 09 were facing each other, it would be one hell of a fun game to watch.
Yeah, it would.
So you can play
it really
on
would.
Madden.
What I'm saying is that I will
play
give
them
the
on Madden
slight
and see what happens.
Yeah.
Say what?
We should do a Madden simulation. We should do a Madden simulation. With
I'm just saying that, like, for example, the Vikings in 09 defense, again, Jared Allen, the Williams Wall, and Ray Edwards.
Yeah.
The 98 offensive line would be
Antoine Winfield, right?
It'd be a battle with that offensive line.
Oh, what a battle that would be.
That would be a battle.
That would be.
You got, like I said, you'd have Jared Allen against Todd Stussy, Kevin Williams against Randall McDaniel.
How does offensive line gonna hold up against Joey Bosa and Matt Khalil tomorrow? That's what the hell.
Bosa is questionable.
Yeah.
Bosa's questionable. So the only reliable rusher they got is Khalil Mack, and he's lining up on Darisaw.
Darisaw's playing, right?
How long? Let's talk about that. How do we feel about Darisaw? Because I know we talk a lot about certain players like Andrew Booth and Irv Smith. We always talked about how their injuries. I mean, how are we starting to feel about Darisaw? Because in my opinion, man, Darisaw.
Ask Zoe first. He want to trade him.
Ask Zoe. He wants to trade him.
He doesn't have a contract. He don't. Let's be for real.
I mean, I ain't gonna go that far now. I ain't gonna go that far, but I'm gonna say, goddamn, he do need to be healthy though. He
ain't never healthy.
But here's the thing though.
25-30 million, bro. And I promise y'all this. Tomorrow game, Darisaw will lead the game with a fucking injury.
But imagine trading Darisaw though, Zoe. Imagine what the line gonna be at that point. At least we can have hope that he able to play.
Hey, but Zoto, I'm gonna ask you a question right now. All right. You trade Darisaw, how do you replace him?
Exactly.
No,
I want to know that too.
I'll trade him after the season, though.
But
you still got to replace him. You still got to replace him.
Oh man! In the first round,
starting to square one again on the blind side.
It don't matter. O-line fucking horrible already. It don't even matter. The O-line.
So let's just make it worse.
Listen here though. I'm not about to pay Darisaw no $30 million for him to miss 2-3 games. To play a game and go out another game.
So who you kidding? You ain't paying nobody.
Hey, Zoe like fuck him.
You
Zoe
ain't gonna
like
pay nobody.
Zoe will trade everybody.
Damn.
Hey, you can't have one bad game with Zoe. You can't get
I'm
injured.
telling you,
Outta
boy.
here.
Everybody
Outta
gonna
here.
everybody gonna be on
Everybody
rookie contract or
tonight.
traded.
Everybody.
JJ gonna have
Zoe,
60
boy.
yards tomorrow, and everybody
go.
else gonna score, and Zoe be
How
like,
long-
trade
let me
Justin
ask you this.
Jefferson. He only got 60 yards yesterday.
Ask
How
him
many
fuck around,
games
drop
we
a
watched?
pass tomorrow. It's over with.
Yeah.
How many games we watched and Derek Saw got injury in?
I will say this, though. I will say this.
His
I agree
injuries
with
are
you.
kind of. His
I
injuries are.
I agree with you.
Yeah, they
I'm not
are.
giving-
They
He's a
are.
big dude, though. You gotta understand, though. When he
It
when he
don't
hurt them ankles,
matter.
he's a big dude.
You want that bag though, bro?
Right coming in the league, he had that core injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the
Now you got
hurt
concussion.
sports hernia, didn't he?
Yeah.
Coming
yeah.
in.
Yeah.
But I
still ain't
will say
trading him,
this.
though.
If he wants 25, 30 million, I'm going to say, listen, I'm going to take 25, 30 million, and I'm going to reduce it by a percentage by about 15% because you're injured 15% of the time. I'm not going to give him a full contract the way it was. Yeah.
He won't
If he
sign
was
that.
healthy,
He
No,
won't
they'll,
sign that.
what'll happen is they'll pick up his 5th-year option. They'll play that out. He's
But-
they're probably going to
I
have
was
it to
about
where
to
he has
say,
to
he's
stay
still
healthy.
got 2 years left anyway.
Exactly.
regardless. We don't even got to
Yeah, we
think
got
about him
time.
right now.
Yeah.
We got time.
So we got time. We can trade.
We got
next
time,
year.
Zoe.
Yeah,
we got
time to
time.
trade him next
Yeah.
year.
All right. So who else you want to trade, Zoe? While we talking about it?
Dude, we ain't got time for that. He wants to get rid of everybody.
Oh,
Hey, just imagine if we lose tomorrow, the conversation. Man. We
Oh,
might
yeah,
all
it's
need to
over
meet
with.
up again tomorrow. If we lose,
Okay.
everybody need to meet back.
I ain't gonna lie. If we lose tomorrow, I might be agreeing with Zoe.
Hey, if we lose tomorrow, rapping for days, we'll crack 100 tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we lose tomorrow.
If we
it's
lose
going
tomorrow,
down.
we'll crack
I'm gonna
100.
tell you that right now. Motherfucker gonna hate me because I'm gonna be like Zoe too. I ain't gonna lie.
Tag me, tag me in the video, shit.
Yeah, you could tap in. Shit,
No,
we
you
can
can
get
tap in
to it,
tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah, for
man.
real. Like I ain't
Y'all
gonna
know
lie
how
to
we
y'all.
rock, man. Y'all ain't gotta add man shit. Just tell us y'all.
Okay, you know what? If I'm gonna do anything tomorrow, if they lose, you need to give me 10 minutes to relax.
Oh, we don't go till 8:00.
Yeah, we don't go till 8.
I'm still gonna be mad.
I'm still gonna be mad, but I just
know.
won't be mad as after the game.
But I do have a vision of us having a good post game tomorrow. Though I do have us. I think we're gonna win this game. Yeah, I think
If they win, we'll have a good post game. If they lose, I'm talking about everybody.
Let me ask y'all this.
won't
What
lose.
if we only barely win? Like
It's
how
still
we
a
gonna
win.
feel after
I don't
It's
even
still a
care.
win,
Still a
but
win.
it's still a here. Put it this way: it's still a win.
Win by,
But if they're
win by
using
by
it,
3.
if they're using it by the same method they did last year, how they won games, then I'm gonna say something.
No,
Yeah.
hold on, wait. I got the Vikings minus 2.5, so I need 3 or more.
So
I
don't
need
nobody
three- I need-
care.
I need
We
3
ain't
or more.
gambling.
I need 3 or
2.5.
more.
That's a
Shit.
pick'em game.
Hell no.
No, 2.5.
This ain't
that's a pick'em
Vegas.
game.
Stop
I
it.
need a field goal or more. Shit. They win by 2. I'm going crazy on this motherfucker tomorrow.
You will lose your
Nah,
mind if they
we're gonna
lose.
win by.
Or if they
We'll
only
win by more than
2.
2.
They've got to win. Put it this tomorrow. They've got to win by basically.
At least 10. I want to see. At least
Yes, they've got to win like they
I
did
wanna
that
see 2
Packer game
scores.
last year.
10. Yeah, 2.
That's how
scores at
you
least.
get. That's how you get the fans back on board and give us some hope.
Yes,
If you win
blow
tomorrow,
somebody- you win comfortably.
Yeah,
have
you
to
win
win-
comfortably.
There you go.
No, let me
Justin.
say it like
Comfortably.
this. If you win 38-35 because you were up 38-28 and they score a touchdown with 30 seconds left to make it a 3-point game,
That's different.
I'm not going to be like
Yeah, I
the
ain't gonna
same
be
that I
mad.
would be if it was tied at 35 and you had to put together a game-winning field goal drive.
Right.
But
Yeah.
no, they should win by at least 10 points. At least.
I say 10. Yeah, at least by.
I'm
10.
hoping
At
10 or
least.
more. Hoping
I
10
like
or more.
Justice comfortably.
Yeah,
Yeah, comfortably.
comfortably. When it comes to fourth quarter, I want to be relaxed in my chair with a
Yeah.
20-point lead, talking shit.
But I'm
That
gonna
ain't
be real
never
though.
gonna happen.
But
That
I'm
ain't
gonna be
never
real
gonna
though.
happen.
If they
Not
go
with this-
a
not with this
couple of
coaching
3 and
staff.
outs, I'm gonna start panicking. Like I'm gonna start getting pissed. If they go
Yeah.
out
What?
there and they get a couple of 3 and outs, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, here we
Oh
go
yeah,
again.
yeah. That
Here
gonna
we
say a
go.
lot.
Here we go.
I'm
Like,
gonna call
I
Zoe
don't
like,
wanna see
Zoe,
that.
what's going on?
Rap, you gonna put it in a Purple and Skol'd chat, and they'd be like, "Oh, I got the receipt from when we went 3-0, and then we came back and won."
Yeah.
They did all the time last year.
Yeah.
No Zimmer, but
Yeah.
no. Shout out to fans since McMahon. No Zimmer. We said that earlier. I don't know if you heard us say that. I said it's not just KOC. You know, Mike Zimmer always played close. Yeah. Even when he had superior teams, it's like you should be up 21
That was his play
points.
style. He would run the ball.
What is
he was old school.
But
he was very old school.
Is it not KOC's play style too? I mean, isn't it?
But KOC is the offensive guy. He's supposed to blow the water out to other teams, though.
With KOC,
I think KOC has a disadvantage due to the defensive coordinator he had last year, man. That's what I'm saying. I think he was at a disadvantage because we scored enough points to blow teams out. We just couldn't fucking stop nobody.
Okay, man. Then here's my question when it comes back to the head coach. Why did you stick with him? First of all,
I mean,
why did you hire him?
I agree.
Why did you hire him?
But y'all said he got hired before KOC. So did he hire him?
But and a lot of people have told me that KOC had a list of coaches that he wanted.
I think he had a list of coaching styles that he wanted.
Right, and they wanted somebody.
He wanted that 3-4 because he wanted to practice against it because it was more confusing when he was in LA with the Rams or whatever. He wanted that kind of 3-4 coaching style, but they scraped the bottom of the barrel to get Donatel up there. They
got Donatel. Donatel was hired because Donatel was a Fangio disciple, right? And he's not Fangio. He was a disciple. He was somebody from the tree. Donatel was actually a 4-3 coach. He was a 4-3 coach years ago.
What at the
Sean the Bomb every Saturday night. Be sure to like
Green Bay,
and subscribe. Right?
Yeah, he was a 4-3 coach. Yeah. So I mean, it's like, but once again, that falls on coaching, and that's where KOC as a coach has to be vocal about what he wants, what he needs, and you have to be vocal with management. Literally go in there and pound the table and say, if you want me to win, we need to do this and that. He's got to be more forceful. He's just so laid back till it could be detrimental.
I got another question for y'all, right? So we all know that Eckler's not playing. So they got their backup plan. If their backup is just grinding and getting the hell out of large like Philly did last week, is it possible that the Vikings can either sign somebody off the streets, like Rap had the video with Hakeem Hicks, or trade for somebody who needs a contract or whatever scenario they got to try to solidify some beef on that D-line? Is that even possible?
It comes down to scheme.
And it also comes down to how much, because they only got like $4 million left.
They don't.
And I think it comes down to if we win, like if we win or lose. Because if we lose tomorrow by them running, I don't think there's any point to even try to fix it.
Exactly.
I
totally agree.
And put it this way, they could win tomorrow and still give up a bunch of yards on the ground.
Yeah.
But win the game. It's too late to fix the problem. You kind of got to ride out the storm. My whole thing is then maybe you need to talk to Flores and
go back to 4-3.
Go back to 4-3.
Well, I'm gonna say this: if we win but still allow yards, I'm with D Woods though, where I would say I don't think it's too late at that point. You still could kind of bring.
I'm making a trade for real.
Now if we lose,
but how much? What are you willing? But you don't have anything to give up.
You got your draft picks.
KJ Osborne. Shout out Zoe, man. KJ Osborne
for a 3rd round pick.
Hey, I'm with it though, because there's always somebody on somebody's team who's disgruntled, don't want to be there. They got a contract situation, even if it is a 1-year rental. I'm just saying, just get somebody to plug that D line to where we won't be so soft when somebody running the ball, because we are still only in week 3. We still got 14 more weeks left to go.
Yeah,
like,
but you're going to be facing better offenses, and depending on if they have injuries, I mean. Right now, Christian McCaffrey's playing his ass off, but he could be hurt by the time he plays us.
Because D got a point too, though. D got a point real quick, though. Because this is the thing, too. We don't want to wait until the end of the season and say, well, the coaching staff should have brought in, they should have made a trade for some defensive tackles, earlier on in the season. So, like, we're asking them, like, just how we figured they should have made that move last season with the defensive coordinator at Donatel. Well, we in the same position right now. If we're seeing these things on week 3, we need to go ahead and make the moves now. You know what I mean? Just kind of like what they did with signing Risner. You know what I mean? Like, that's a good move in my opinion. Like,
if you notice, there's kind of a pattern with this team. They're kind of ignoring the defense and just letting it be what it is.
I'm just saying, though, if they get over 150 yards on those, like, come on now. knock on Crazy's door. Look, man,
yeah,
go ahead and get some beef on there real quick because
Facts.
because teams already got the blueprint. Like just like you guys said earlier, they saw what Philly did against us. They ran over 200 something yards. Other teams have good O lines too and better running backs.
And
like,
you're gonna face more physical offensive
you're
lines.
gonna do that. So why not?
And
I'm down with trading a 3rd round pick, 2nd round pick, whatever. Like look for instance last year when Irv Smith went down or he wasn't doing nothing, they traded for TJ and he came in here and gave that offense an extra jolt. We need somebody to come in here and give this defense an extra jolt. I'm down with it.
And the sad part is the Eagles ran the same play over and over again. That's the crazy part. They didn't even switch up the scheme.
Yeah, they never switched it up. It was the same side of the field, same ball, same gap, same over and over and over.
I mean, somebody's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at this time, at this rate, if you're getting somebody off the street,
not in game shape.
Not in game shape.
Trade for somebody then. Trade for somebody.
No, that's why.
Because I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
Hey, Penix is dropping dimes.
If you're thinking Akeem Hicks, he's so out of shape, and plus he's damn near 35.
Mm-hmm.
But we gotta think. We think these fellas be out of shape, but a lot of these guys, man, they be working every day. Even when they not playing football, though, man.
No, that brother out of shape. You can look at him and tell.
Hey, even if he is out of shape, he's still gonna take up some space.
He's still be better than Dean Lowry. Even
that's what. Technically, that's what Tonga's supposed to do is take up space.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you want somebody to take up space, then you ain't looking for much. If you want somebody to make their presence felt by getting penetration, that's a different thing. I can't
give up a second, give up a third. I'm with it.
No, I want to save my draft picks to
give
get a quarterback and KJ. Offensive line next year. I don't want to be trading no future for this season to do what? Win a garbage division and lose in the 1st round.
I hear that too.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm not with the short-term goals. Yeah, I'm not with the short-term goals.
Yeah, I'm not short-term.
No. You don't want short. Basically, this year, if it comes down to it, we won't be that good. Maybe not.
So
but
maybe we
long term, you got to think long term.
Hell no.
You just have to. You got to change the thinking of this team.
How you feel, Mike? What do you think about that?
Man, we need to do anything, man. I think the division is up in the air. I think once we get in the playoffs, anything can happen, man.
Oh, stop, Mike. We've been saying that for
50 years. You really feel like that, Mike?
50 years.
Why y'all do my boy Mike like that? Come on, man.
We keeping it real on here. Why? You're gonna tell me that you're gonna think that if this team gets to the playoffs, that we beat San Francisco, that we beaten Philadelphia, that we beaten Dallas with these offensive and defensive line? Stop.
I don't believe in the 49ers.
Why?
I don't believe in the 49ers. I don't care what they got on their team. I think the Seahawks is going to win that division. I'm gonna just say that right now.
God's sake, man.
Geno Smith is going to win that.
You my boy, but you
Geno Smith, bro.
Oh my God!
Gary, you funny.
Why?
Hey, I see you
shout out
Gary,
man. Gary said he gotta go, man. Yeah, he said.
Oh my gosh! Look at this.
Boy, Gary, man.
Hey,
we got first cousin
tomorrow, Gary.
Hold
Have
on,
a good
let
night.
me finish. Let me cook real quick. We got first
cousin. You cook. You try and cook your way out of this.
We want you to cook, not microwave it.
We got Jordan Addison. We got Ivan Pace Jr.
I don't need a roster update.
We got one of the best offensive-minded head coaches in the game.
That's in question.
Brad, play that stop the cap.
What the hell did this fool just say?
Hey, you don't got Tony mad again, man. He gonna be apologizing the next 15 minutes.
I'm gonna track you down. I'm gonna track you down where you are and beat your ass.
Hey, you know what? I honestly just wanted to see what happens. We're gonna see. We got Dalton Rising. I don't know, man. I just want a franchise quarterback.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's probably gonna take Rising a couple of games to even get up to speed.
We got to see Ed Ingram again,
huh?
We got to see Ed Ingram again.
Yeah.
About 2-3 weeks.
It's the nightmare's not over. There's just hope. The nightmare is still here, but there is hope.
Tony, quick question, because you know the offensive line and stuff like that, right? So do you know like how they're going to like acclimate Reisner into the system? Is he going to take over for Ingram, or is he taking over for Cleveland? Like how are they going to move the offensive line? And also with the moving parts, could you move the offensive line so many times and it get even worse, or could it actually speed it up and get better? Like,
no,
how would you
you could like, it depends on the players too. If you give them too much, they get confused. Mm-hmm. And so that causes them to like be apprehensive and stuff like that. I have heard with Reisner, he's working at left guard and right guard.
Okay.
He's working at both guards.
He either going, you know, but that helps out too, though, right? Because it's like we already got a backup and Slotman playing because we don't know what's going to happen with Bradbury. So which side would you think he should benefit more to help his offensive line out?
He's technically a left guard.
So you move Cleveland to right?
No. I put him. He's working at right guard now. I'd work him exclusively at right guard, and he's probably going to split time with Ingram. Cleveland's actually playing pretty good.
Now, what happens in the result? Let's say Darisaw has the same situation happen, you know, with the Eagles happens with, you know, the next couple of weeks. He's supposed to start, but he can't play. So what do you do then? Do you kick Reisner?
Well, this is where it gets interesting.
You can kick Cleveland.
You could kick Cleveland out to left tackle. That's his natural position.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how would that work?
You could move Cleveland to left tackle, and you could actually insert Reisner at left guard, but you still got Ed Ingram in the lineup.
Yeah,
true.
You still got Ed Ingram in the lineup. So,
but I hate that musical chair shit with the offensive line. I'm a firm believer in let people play their natural position, because Zimmer and the Cats were very famous for
Zimmer got that philosophy.
Let's draft a tackle and make him a guard.
Yep. Zimmer got that philosophy from Tony Sperano.
Yeah.
He got that from Tony Sperano, and I was never a Sperano guy. And
that's how you get Dakota Dozier's and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Dakota Dozier should have been starting anyway. He was a damn journeyman in the first place.
No, he wasn't a journeyman. They drafted him out of Oklahoma because
that's Drew Samia.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who'd you say?
Dakota Dozier.
I'm sorry. They're both such guys. I get them confused.
They the same bin, you know.
They both garbage.
Dozier, Samia, same person.
How long would it take? Let's say they do move Reisner to. Let's say move him to left, and you push Cleveland to the right. How long would it take them to actually gel? Because then you're gonna be worried about Bradbury coming back and change the whole shit again, and you gonna have to get used to playing to him.
Bradbury's probably going on IR
for the season or for 4 games.
Probably for 6 games.
Ooh-wee.
So you're gonna have Schlotman. So you got some continuity. If the Vikings are smart, and I put that in parentheses, smart.
I was gonna say you're on a big limb already.
Yeah, I know, and it's a very weak limb. You don't move Cleveland over to right guard. He's not a guard. He's not a guard. First of all, you got Cleveland.
Where's Chris Reed been at?
He should be back.
He's on IR.
He's still on IR, isn't he?
He's on IR. Yeah, he's still on IR.
In a world of trouble.
But if you're gonna move anybody, it's Ingram. Ingram's the one, and he's here to. Reisner's here to play center. Ingram.
Move his ass to the bench.
Man, move his ass to the bench.
He would. Okay.
Trade him.
You trying to keep this brother? You trying to keep him in the starting lineup? Just stop.
Nah, I'm messing around with that one.
Only place he's moving is the bench.
Only place he's going to go to the bench. Okay. But tomorrow, if Reisner does play at all, Reisner might get maybe 10 snaps just to get his feet wet. He's got to get in game shape. He's not in game shape.
Think about this.
Ingram got coming off an injury.
Kirk Cousins than Davenport got sacks, man. Ingram got more sacks than a lot of motherfuckers. I'm telling you right now.
You ain't lying.
That boy led the team in sacks last
year. Okay, now I got a question.
Go ahead, Ty in the building. That's your ass.
There he is.
Mr. Postman.
What up, fellas? What up?
So here's my question: Can we get anything for Davenport?
Hell no.
Joey bag of donuts.
Hey, Justin,
I'll take him.
How's the contract for Davenport? Does he have any like?
He's a one. It's a 1 year.
You know,
he does have 4 years.
He does.
It pisses me off even more.
the thing that pissed me off.
Go ahead.
The one thing that pissed me off about Davenport was his interview. Like he just like didn't give a care.
Yeah.
He don't. He's getting paid. He's getting paid.
He
don't care.
swindled Kwesi, and he giving him $13.5 million. He ain't
That
done
boy
nothing.
said, I'm like, what the hell?
Dude, I gotta see that interview. I gotta see.
Oh, dude, you'll be dying. It'll. You know what? You'll be like, hell no, and then it'll piss you off at the same time because you just don't care.
But I was Davenport. I was a Davenport defender. Then I saw that. I'm like, hell no, well, you get out of here.
Yeah.
Can
you just
cut him?
Get really pissed off? You want to be really pissed off? They signed him to a $13.5 million contract. His cap number this year is 6.2, which means when we don't bring him back next year, he's going to have 6.8 a void year. $6.8 million next year to pay this guy.
That adds to the $53.8 million that they have in dead cap space next year.
Yes.
Damn.
Don't tell me shit like that. I'm about to lose it.
What do we say? We keeping it real, man. They gave him a 1 year contract for 13.5, but they only charged 6.2 to this year and said, "Wow, we'll charge 6.8 to next year because if we bring him back, we'll just roll that into his new contract, and if we don't bring him back, well, we just stole 6.8 million from 24 and put it on 23."
No,
That's
he
what
stole.
people don't understand about But here's the thing, though. I'm starting to get less and less mad at Marcus Davenport, and I'm getting more mad at Kwesi for signing his ass.
Yeah.
Well, Gracie has a history of. I mean, look at the he's drafted players that have been hurt, and he's also signed players that have been hurt, and they've all still hurt. Look at Booth. He was hurt through his whole college career. Look at him now. Look, he can't play.
What is Kwesi doing? Looking for whoever's inexpensive on every team's IR list?
Yeah. Damn,
I think that's one of the criteria.
Then beef up your training staff, then or something like that, where you get these hurt players in and you
I thought
better or something.
I thought Sugarman was the issue. That's why they get rid of him.
Sugarman, no.
Oh, he was one that nobody liked.
We got In the Zone podcast. We got Mike Sports Vibes. Raise your hand. We got Skull State of Mind. We got Purple and Gold for Days. We got Tony Bell and Curtis the Catch, TYA. They're part of Purple Rain 247. And of course, rap.
247?
247.
Yeah. Oh.
How
many of them blue moons you had?
Wait,
you know what? I didn't get to the liquor store because a little while ago, my wife's cousin was in town, and he likes this like hillbilly beer, and I wasn't gonna let it go to waste. It's premium American lager. I don't know.
That's hillbilly beer. By the way, Yogi, how come you didn't say nothing about the vintage?
Oh, Wednesday nights, right? Tuesday nights.
No, Tuesday nights.
Tuesday nights.
You have
time beers, bro.
Hey, 5:30 if you're going at 6:30, but I'll tune in another time.
Yeah, 5:30 is too early. 6:30, Justin's got a show, so
I'll make sure I'm at the next one, man. Watching for sure, man. I can't miss that.
We're looking at 7 or 8, maybe.
Yeah. Zoe needs to show up because life and history did start before '98.
So that's your history. Hey, you know what, man? No, but I appreciate y'all fellas bringing that to the table, though. On a real tip, man. That's really good that y'all bring that history to the table for younger fans like me. Zoe, Woods.
Well, the weird thing about it is, with all the podcasts out there, nobody's doing it.
Yeah,
exactly.
I was looking on.
Definitely a good idea.
Yeah, I was looking at the YouTube and I'm like, okay, there's a couple guys who do like a 25-30 minute video. This is the Vikings history.
Luke Braun did one last year.
Right.
Yeah,
but
pretty dope.
Now, Luke, you talk about a history buff. I mean,
Luke Braun did one last year and it was pretty good.
Hopefully Yogi can work his magic and get him on. But,
I met him at the.
Ask Dave. He's gotten him on before.
Yeah. But no,
he's accessible. Yeah,
but there's not one that every week and breaks it up into
it's not
specific parts.
It's not.
So,
it's like a series. Some guys put out like 4 episodes and that's it, and they go back to what they regularly do. But I feel like that's
actually we need you guys to come in there and just ask any questions.
Yeah, there's going to be pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ask any questions.
A lot of pain, a lot of purple pain going on, man, in them shows.
Yeah, a lot of it is hard. A lot of it will bring tears to my eyes.
Not too many happy endings.
Yeah. And don't get me talking about 75. That's just.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, we ain't going to do that to you, TB.
Save it for the show. Save it for the show.
Yeah, we ain't going to do no 75. Not tonight.
Save it for the show.
Yo, I got to get out of here, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm about to get out of here too, though, man.
Baby.
Yeah, I'm about to get out of here too, man. I'm
show
gonna take
in
my
less
ass
than
to bed,
12
man. I
hours.
love y'all.
Yeah,
man.
I'm out
Appreciate
too,
y'all
y'all.
fellas, man.
Y'all be safe. Have a nice
Appreciate
night.
y'all.
All right,
fellas,
man.
For sure.
Later, y'all.
All right.
Our post game's at 9 on Sundays.
You said who?
Tony and I's post game's at 9.
Okay.
Sunday.
9 at night. Yeah.
Yeah.
After 9 o'clock.
You might
We
want to
usually-
move that to about 10 if we lose tomorrow, because me and Rap are probably not sticking around.
Hey, we're the late night guys, so we go to 1:30. We go to 1:30 in the morning, so
I mean, don't get me wrong. And I said, and Yogi, I'm gonna say this to you. I said this to Curtis when we talked. Don't feel like you can never go when somebody else does, because then you'll never go, because there's always somebody going. Mm-hmm. It's just more, if we're still going, we won't be able to come into your chat until we're done, and vice versa. But if we get done at 8, we get done at 9:30, we'll say, hey, everybody go on over to you guys, and that's what I was saying. You know what? We're not like other fan bases. This is what I love about our chats and our group. It's like, no, we support each other. We're not trying to be like, you can't, don't go over to this guy. I mean, I just put all the channels up in there because who was it that just asked for them? But in all seriousness, obviously I hope we win tomorrow, because I'm not rooting for losses. I mean, if we lose tomorrow, I'm not going to ever root for losses. I'm just no longer going to be disappointed if they do lose, because the short-term pain will be worth it for the opportunity for long-term gain. And I think that's some people just don't want to say, oh, no. We could be 0-14, but I'm going to cheer for us to win those last 3 games. How stupid would you? No, not at that point.
Well, that's what happened with.
I'm not even watching the last.
What was that?
I watch it because one of them is against the Packers. But anyway, go ahead, Curtis. Sorry.
No, that team that with Andrew Luck, they had a chance to get the one pick. But no, there was another team that was just as bad, but they won the last game of the season.
Yeah.
Last year that was.
Last year.
It cost Lovie Smith his job. That was Houston.
The Texans.
Yeah.
It cost Lovie Smith his job because he won a game.
Yeah.
He was probably gone either way.
That's going to be
true. True.
I don't know. That was I don't know. This team is never bad enough to be one of the top picks.
That's the thing.
Even when they're bad, they're still not one of the top picks. That's the whole thing.
Even when they were bad, they lost Adrian Peterson in that game to blow out his knee, and they still won. And had they lost that, now they would have still only got RG3 instead of getting Andrew Luck. But it's just like,
I wanted to come in when you guys were talking about the 98 during the 09 team.
Oh boy. No, go ahead. What you got, Curtis? What you got?
For the youngins saying that AP would have ran all over that team, yes, but he also would have fumbled multiple times. Robert Smith did not fumble. And Jimmy Hitchcock would have picked Favre at least twice in that game.
Yeah, he picked Favre in 98, so he probably would have picked him in 09.
Hitchcock had what? Was it 7?
He has 7, but he had 7, but he got burned in that championship really bad on a 4th down.
Yeah, the thing about Jimmy is he was the prototypical good take a chance cornerback where you have an offense that's going to put up 35 points a game, where if you get burned once or twice, it's no big deal. It's just that happened to bite him in the ass in the championship game, because I remember that play. It was right in front of me. We had just scored the last touchdown that we had ever scored, and we went up 27-17 at that point. And it was 3rd and 9, and the Vikings came on an all-out blitz.
Yep.
And Tony Martin ran a slant and go, and Dwayne Clemens was a half second from just blowing up Chris Chandler, and he nailed Chandler to the ground. Because that was right in my line of sight. And then I looked up when I saw the ball, and I'm like,
Norpheus, what up, my dude?
What up, Norpheus? How you doing?
What's Norpheus? See, I don't know, JDT. If Robert Smith didn't retire early, he would have been great.
Actually, the best Viking back is Chuck Foreman, because he could do it all.
Yeah, Mr. Spin Cycle.
Best overall.
Spin Doctor.
I mean, best pure running back.
Best pure runner is AP. Best overall back is Chuck.
The only authentic Vikings jersey I own is Robert Smith, and I got it to Christmas the year before he retired.
I was about to say you got it in 2000, didn't you?
And Robert, and people don't realize Robert was going to get paid when he retired.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. That was the. I mean, he didn't leave any money on the table. His contract expired, and he said, "You know what? I'm walking away while I still can."
Well, he's like, I don't want to be Chuck Foreman and going to these Viking parties when I'm old and barely walking.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. You know,
That dude almost left Ohio State because his coach wanted him to skip classes for football. You know.
Oh yeah, that's right. He
said nah.
Yeah,
he said no.
He quit a year of football to concentrate on his studies, and it ticked off the Ohio State coach.
You're right, Northview. Teddy Brown was up there too, but
I like Teddy Brown.
Oh, don't get us wrong. We're not dissing Teddy Brown.
Well,
but
Osborne was good. Mason was good. He was hurt a lot.
They're not at the level of Spin Doctor Smith and AP though. Teddy, we love Teddy, but he was definitely number 4 on that list.
This team has had some great running backs, even the ones that and wide receivers
and defensive linemen.
Alfred Anderson
and offensive linemen.
Alfred Anderson wasn't that bad either.
No quarterback outside of France.
Hey, no quarterback.
One quarterback. That's it.
No, I mean, see, that's what sucks is if Culpepper didn't get hurt.
Yeah,
who knows?
If Culpepper doesn't get hurt, and then all the other quarterbacks had injuries. Tommy Kramer, Wade Wilson, Culpepper. You know, who am I missing?
Teddy.
Bradford.
We even had Warren Moon, and he got hurt when he was here.
Well, he was also 41 when we got him.
He was still good. He was still good.
Yes, sir.
But
first
ballot in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's in.
He's
in first ballot. Yeah, first ballot.
Jeff George was good for that year. We had him too.
But that's the thing. We got so many quarterbacks that were one-hit wonders.
What up, though, Eric? Shout out to Eric.
And the one
Eric?
It was Eric. And the one-hit wonders are what basically kept Denny Green employed.
But going back to the Sarah AP thing, he may not get on his first ballot though because he's a Viking. He never won it.
No, that's a good point.
He first ballot. He going first ballot.
I know he's first ballot because he's nationally, and a lot of the sports writers remember how he ran, and so him not making a Super Bowl, they're not going to hold that against him.
In fact, they might even say, "Look at what Adrian Peterson did, except with never having a quarterback, but for 1 year with Brett."
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, make AP Hall of Famer though. The year after he tore ACL, he came back and went crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was his MVP year. That was his MVP year. The year after his surgery.
Yeah, his MVP year is 9 yards short.
Right after an ACL. Right after ACL.
And then and he'll get in. Jared Allen should get in.
Yes.
The one that's probably the long shot is Kevin Williams.
No, I don't think he gets it.
I don't think he's
Hall of very good. He's Hall of very good, but I don't think he's Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
and I love Jared Allen. Kevin Williams. But don't get me wrong. But
I don't think he going. But he underrated though. But I don't think he get in there neither.
He's quiet.
That's the thing.
He was quietly good.
Yes.
He was quietly good. He was quietly good. But that, I mean, so he'll probably be right there with, unfortunately, Jim Marshall.
I would put Jim Marshall in before I put Kevin Williams in. If I had to,
I would too.
If I had to pick one.
Yeah, Jim should be in there now.
Don't get me wrong. I was pissed as hell when he put on that 93 because John Randall's my favorite Viking of all time. But I got over it pretty quick because he did that number right. He did that number right. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to sound like I'm dissing Kevin Williams because I'm not. I love it. I would take him right now on our team. Yeah. I don't care how old he is. He'd probably be just as good, if not better than what we got. I think he's just like that one notch.
I know you can't retire a lot of numbers because you run out, but 84 needs to be retired.
Yes.
Nobody needs to wear that number.
No,
the greatest Viking player in history.
So
who?
Randy Moss.
Nah.
No.
In his life, in Zoe's lifetime, he is.
Yes.
In his lifetime, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to argue with Zoe. My damn name's is after him. So,
Randy, but look though, if you look at Randy Moss for real, Randy Moss changed the NFL. Randy Moss got a catch named after him in every city, no matter where you at. If you catch a pass over somebody, they say you got Moss.
Dude, I'm going to give you a little history here.
Please.
we had a guy that changed the way you play defense and the way you play defensive tackle.
What year was this?
Way before you were born.
See what I'm saying? You go far back to
but dude, that's history. And does the name Alan Page ring a bell?
Yeah, Alan Page, the greatest Viking ever.
Yeah. That's my favorite. Thank you.
To me, it goes Alan Page 1, and then you can have a discussion between Randy Moss and Fran Tarkenton for 2 and 3. And if you put Randy 2 and Fran 3, I'm not going to fight you. If you put Fran 2 and Randy 3, I'm not going to fight you. But yeah, it was Rap. We get this dub tomorrow. Y'all tune in tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Time because me and Rap are going rapping for days, regardless of how this game goes. It's either going to be a celebration or it's going to be a curb stomping session.
Man, yes, they need to retire. They need to retire 84.
Totally agree with you, Danny.
They need
going back to Vaughn's comment.
Yes, Joey Browner.
He's my favorite Minnesota Viking of all time.
Yeah, now this is something I don't understand.
Joey Browner was horse collaring people when you could.
Yeah, Joey Brown. I mean, Joey Browner should be in the Hall of Fame.
This dude ran by him and Joey Browner just reached out and just pulled him back and broke his leg.
The guy never played football again. It was.
That guy was incredible.
It was Gerald Wilhite from the Broncos.
You're right.
And if you want to talk about effort, look at that playoff game against San Francisco when Steve Young had that big run. If you watch the play, Joey Browner's there. He misses the tackle, and by the time Steve Young gets to the end zone, you can see Joey Browner at the end, the one making the tackle to the end zone.
You mean that one where Young ran through that whole defense?
Man, we gotta say that's off for Wednesday night, man.
Dude, there's all kinds of talk for Wednesday. Trust me.
Yeah, we got plenty.
We got plenty. You just don't want to talk about history because you left out.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Now, the thing about Randy is this. I'm going to say it like this. Some people are going to be mad at me for saying this. When people say that Randy's the GOAT.
The GOAT, yes.
Jerry Rice the GOAT.
He not bad.
Yes, Jerry Rice.
No, hell no.
Yes.
I will say it like this. I will say it like this.
Look, no. Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. Let me say this, and then I'll let you speak. Jerry Rice is the GOAT because he has longevity and productivity. But here's what I will say. Jerry Rice is the greatest all time from production. Randy Moss is the most talented wide receiver of all time.
Okay, can I ask you a question, though?
Because Randy Moss could do things that Jerry Rice couldn't do.
Right.
But Jerry Rice did it for 20 years. Randy did it for he played for 13 years, but realistically, his last 4 seasons were just kind of, don't get me wrong. I love the Super Freak. I got more Super Freak jerseys than any other jerseys I've ever had.
And also with Randy, like Justin was saying, Randy was a freak of nature.
Yes,
he could do things that
can I ask you a
Jerry
question?
Rice couldn't.
Yeah, all right, go ahead, Zoe.
Go ahead, Zoe.
You like you say Jerry Rice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Rice had the honor to play with 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
That's not his fault.
That's not his fault.
It's not his fault, but Randy Moss played with who he played with, and Randy Moss changed the game in the NFL. When you catch a pass over a player, don't nobody say you got Rice. Oh, Randy Moss got a whole catchphrase named after him. You got Moss. Randy Moss changed the whole NFL game at a wide receiver level for real.
Randy Moss. Here's what Randy Moss did. Randy Moss changed how you play pass defense in the NFL.
Absolutely.
Then Randy, let me ask y'all this.
But Randy didn't bring the effort every play. Jerry did.
No, he did. I feel he did.
Jerry worked as much as.
Let me be clear. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say as much as I love.
He had Stickle too, though.
No, he did.
As much as I love Moss,
he had gloves. He wore his gloves.
As much as I love Moss, he did not work as hard as Rice. That's why Rice was so great, because Rice didn't have the talent Moss had.
And Stickum was outlawed in '81. Rice came in the league in '85.
Yeah, Biletnikoff he used Stickum.
Biletnikoff, the whole Raider team is the reason that Stickum was outlawed, especially Lester Hayes, the cornerback.
And let me be clear, I'm not saying that Randy Moss didn't work his ass off, because he did. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, you put Randy Moss on the field in road games where you had stadiums that had both baseball and football. Randy Moss wouldn't run over the middle of the infield dirt. He'd be like, hell no, I ain't doing that. Don't get me wrong. Randy Moss, my second favorite player of all time behind only John Randall. But I'm being honest. I'm taking my purple colored glasses off.
Right.
I'm keeping it real, and I'm just saying that yes, Jerry Rice did have Steve Young and Joe Montana, but he took full advantage of the opportunities that he was given. With all due respect, Randy did not always take full advantage of his talents. That's why I have him as low as number 2 of wide receivers of all time.
I'm also going to bring this up. I'm going to bring this
the same quarterback that Randy Moss played with.
But listen, here's another thing too, Zoe. When Randy played, like Justin brought up, going across the middle, Randy wasn't going across the middle because guess what? It was open season on your ass if you ran across the middle. You was getting laid out.
And Jerry did.
And Jerry got laid out a bunch of times.
Yep.
Randy Moss wasn't going across the middle, and the rules were differently. You could hit somebody coming off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, see, look, dude just said, like Jerry Rice said that in an old interview, he used Stickum before.
If Stickum was illegal.
But he
if he's using Stickum, he should have been fined.
Right, but he never was, though. He said he used them before.
Stickum was out.
He said he used it for part of it. He didn't use it for all 20 years, though.
No.
It don't matter. So it matter now?
Every time I saw Jerry Rice, he had gloves.
And he had Stickum on the motherfuckers.
You don't put Stickum on you don't put Stickum on the gloves. The gloves are already tacky enough to catch it. And Stickum was outlawed.
Here's what I'm saying, though. Randy Moss's peak is greater than Jerry Rice's peak.
Yes.
So if your definition of GOAT is who has the, that's why I said he's the most talented.
You talking about overall?
Randy Moss at his best was better than Jerry Rice at his best. But what I'm saying is that when you talk about Jerry Rice in the 80s, you can make the argument that Jerry Rice, to a different degree, changed the position of wide receiver. Did he change it to the level that Moss did? Of course not.
No.
But you also got to remember something too. Back in the 90s, the 98, when Randy Moss came in, that was when the internet was in its infancy and you could look up highlights a lot. I mean, nowadays you can see Justin Jefferson, you can see CeeDee Lamb, you can see Jamar Chase, Devontae Adams. Back in those days, Jerry Rice didn't have no Twitter or Facebook or whatever else, ESPN. So all I'm saying is,
you know what our highlight, you know how we got highlights?
Monday Night Football
and Inside the NFL.
That's it. There was 2 shows for an hour a week.
Yep.
That's what we saw highlights.
That's all we saw.
So yes, part of it is that Jerry
and then
had
we walked
longevity.
to school.
But Jerry had longevity because he worked and worked and worked and worked. Don't get me wrong. Again, we're splitting hairs here. We are splitting hairs. I'm just saying that I can't project Randy at 20 years because Randy didn't do 20 years. Jerry, I don't have to project. He did it. He was 39 years old in the Super Bowl having 1,500-yard seasons. Randy Moss retired at 34.
You can have the argument with Rice and Moss as who's the best. But when people start throwing in like Terrell Owens,
no,
get out of here with that, man. Get out of here with that.
With all due respect, there's the first tier is Rice and Moss, and then the next tier you got Chris Carter, Terrell Owens, and Megatron, and then then Fitzgerald.
What about
that? I like.
What about
that.
Harrison and?
No, Harrison was nice.
Like for example, during 2002 to 2005, it was Randy Moss and Terrell Owens, and then Marvin Harrison was hands down number 3, and then there was a drop. Then there was a drop off.
There was a drop off. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna put Marvin Harrison in the same tier as Moss and Owens, but I will say that he was that next one. And as far as all timers go, like I said, I go Rice and Moss, and then I go Chris Carter, Terrell Owens, Megatron, and Fitzgerald, and then Marvin Harrison would probably.
And see, for me, I can't even do all time because I've seen so many.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
And I've also seen. Don't do
that, Tony.
Don't start, Zoe. Don't start. Don't start. But
don't do that.
But here's the thing, though. This is what a lot of people don't understand. The rule changes have really affected the passing game in the NFL.
That's why there's so many more elite wide receivers nowadays.
Right.
For example, I'll give you guys another.
That's what made Largett and Lance Allworth so great. Was they were able to get mugged all the way down the field. There was no. I don't think there was defensive holding back then. It was past.
Oh, there was. They usually called it on the Vikings, but there was.
Mateo brings up a good point. Mateo brings up a good point. That go ahead and put Mateo's comment up. Rice equals Magic, Moss equals Bird. Actually, I'd flip him the other way around. But either way, you get my point. Like when people want to say Michael Jordan saved the NBA, that's total BS.
No, yeah.
Magic and Larry saved the NBA.
Yes.
I know it's history, Zoe, so you're just going to have to chill for a minute. But Magic and Larry, when they came in the NBA in 1979, the NBA was dying.
Yep,
the NBA almost folded before Magic and Larry got there.
And that's one of the reasons why they bought the ABAs, because they wanted Julius Irving and all those.
They wanted Irving. That's what they wanted. He wanted Irving and he wanted Gervin.
Now, what Michael Jordan did was he picked up that torch and he took it to a whole nother level, globalizing the game with the Barcelona team, with the Dream Team, and all of the great things that Michael did. But Michael did not save the NBA. If Larry and Magic hadn't come along, the NBA might have died before Michael got here. So, like, here's the example I was going to give you. All-time Viking wide receivers. Who's your top 5? Or who's your Mount Rushmore? Zoe, I'll start with you.
I would say Randy Moss. You said top 5, right?
Top 4 or 5.
Top 4 or 5.
I'll say Randy Moss, Chris Carter. I got to throw Percy Harvin in there. I don't care how y'all feel.
That's fine.
Percy Harvin. Sidney Rice had a crazy year, and I'll throw JJ in there.
All right, Yogi, you go.
Oh, top 5 Vikings?
Top 5 Viking wide receivers. I'm going to get there, Fran. I got you, Fran.
Y'all about to go old school on.
No.
Oh, I'm going to go real old school, so sit down.
No, I'm 2001.
Oh, that's right. All right.
Yeah.
Curtis.
I got Yogi.
Curtis.
Okay.
Curtis, here you go.
You said
Moss.
what, Yogi? Huh? What'd you say? Mine's pretty much the same as those.
Okay.
Yeah. So Moss
is
1. Ahmad Rashad 2. I would say Ahmad Rashad. You didn't know Ahmad Rashad. He had one of the greatest plays in the Vikings history against the Browns. But he was more than just that. I would probably say Carter 3.
Which one?
How many Carters we
I'm gonna say Chris Carter because his number is actually retired.
Anthony Carter.
So I would say Anthony Carter 4, and then my 5th would probably be Sammy White.
Tony.
Damn, you went?
All right, number 1, Randy Moss. Number 2, Sammy White. Number 3, Chris Carter. Number 4, John Gilliam. Number 5,
John Gilliam, the first 28 before
Anthony Carter.
I think y'all doing this shit on purpose now, though.
Now, here's where I'm going with all of this. Mine goes like this. It goes Randy Moss, Chris Carter, Anthony Carter, Ahmad Rashad, Sammy White. Where I'm going with this whole thing is if anybody actually thinks that Justin Jefferson is already in the top 5, I'm sorry, you are falling to recency bias, or you never saw them play. Now, I never saw John Gilliam play, so I will admit that I don't have him on my top 5 because I haven't seen it. But for me, after my top 5, so again, I go Moss, Chris Carter, Anthony Carter, Ahmad Rashad, Sammy White. Then I go Gene Washington. Then I go Jake Reed, and then I get into Thielen, Diggs, and Jefferson. To me, I had somebody argue with me to the death on Twitter. Justin Jefferson's already number 3. Stop it.
No, he's not.
Jake Reed is still better.
Jake Reed is still above Justin Jefferson. Now, Justin Jefferson needs 1, maybe 2 more seasons at most to pass Jake Reed, to pass Adam Thielen, to pass Stephon Diggs, and get into the Sammy White, Ahmad Rashad discussion.
What year Sammy White play?
Sammy White played from 76 to 85. 86.
Yeah, that'd be
okay. All right, so I got a history lesson for you.
Hold on. I've been watching the Vikings in 77. So
here's the deal. Go on YouTube, watch the highlights of Super Bowl 11. Sammy White took one of the most vicious hits in NFL history going across the middle. from Jack
See you,
Tatum.
North CS. Appreciate
His
you.
name Sammy White.
Come by tomorrow morning at 11.
Sammy White, number 85.
And John Gilliam was the first great 28 for the Vikings.
Yes. But my point is
Gilliam was 42.
What?
Somebody said that they're
didn't he wear 28 for 1 year?
No, he wore 42.
Somebody tried to tell me that Justin Jefferson was already ahead of Anthony Carter and he was behind only Chris and Randy. And I'm like, stop it.
Oh, you know what? In today's NFL, yeah, because of the way that the rules are.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything away from JJ. He's on a Hall of Fame trajectory. He's got more records for the first 51 games ever.
Oh, you saw it, Zoe?
His helmet came off.
Yes.
Yep.
Back where they wore their helmets tight, not like loose today.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, Anthony Carter was the second best wide receiver behind Jerry Rice for about 4 years.
Hey, what quarterback did Anthony Carter play with?
5 of them.
Five of them.
I'm saying, like, who? I'm saying
Wade Wilson, Tommy Kramer,
Rich Gannon,
Sean Salisbury,
Jim McMahon.
I remember Rich Gannon.
Spurgeon Wynn.
I remember Rich Gannon, though, but I don't remember Anthony Carter. What number he wore?
81. Watch his playoff performance against the Bears, man.
The San Francisco game.
87.
87, yes.
Both the New Orleans game and the 49ers game. I think he still
holds the record for most yards in a playoff game.
Yes, he does.
Receiving yards in a playoff game at 212, and that was in 1987. Yes, Justin Jefferson. We love JJ and how many 150-yard plus games he got. But 212 yards in 1987 is insanity. That's the equivalent of about a 300-yard game right now.
Yeah.
Because of how the rules are different and how much more of a passing league this is.
Yeah, the 49ers were supposed to beat us too.
The Saints were supposed to beat us.
Saints were supposed to beat us too.
Here's the thing. In 1987,
what the fuck I do? Like, what that emoji mean?
I don't even know. What
the fuck that emoji mean? Like,
all right, check it out, y'all. I got about 5 more minutes because I got a show at 11 to do. So, number one, ladies and gentlemen, how many we still got in the building right now, Yogi?
It's a 30.
30.
We've been on, well, not we, but Yogi. Yeah. And a cast of thousands for over 4 hours. We appreciate everybody that's been in the chat tonight. Thank you so very much. If you don't already subscribe to Purple Rain 247, that's Yogi's channel. If you don't already subscribe to In the Zone podcast, that's Zoe's channel. Curtis and Tony also contribute to Yogi's channel. My channel is Purple and Gold for Days. Rap's channel is Purple Pocket Podcast. If y'all could, when the show is over, or even as the show's going on, go to the other channels, hit those subscribe buttons. And as far as on my page, you've already got the episode for tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time for my pregame show. So if you could hit the like button on that, ring that notification bell, because I'm going to be doing this all over again. I won't have a panel to bounce my stuff off. I'm only going to have y'all in the chat. So come on out here tonight. But thank you so very much, everybody, for coming out here tonight. And we're going to do this all season. It might not be 8 people at once, like we've done at different times tonight. Vikings Funeral, what's going on? Good to see you. Shout out Vikings Funeral. Yogi, hit the button.
Yo, what up, Vikings Funeral, man?
My phone was charging. Hold on, because we've been on so long. Hold on.
Oh, I might have to wrap this up too. My girl kind of mad at me.
Yeah, I gotta go.
I haven't heard that Jetson
ringtone in a few hours. Mine with the bed. She said, "I'm out of here."
We've been on here for 4 hours, man.
This is we stuff. You only been here for 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
you.
I was watching the Gophers choke.
Oh yeah, they blew it. They blew it.
What the hell happened?
They lost in overtime.
Lost in overtime.
It was up 31-10.
Yep.
To Northwestern.
Western. I was on here 4 hours ago, or 3 hours ago, talking shit to Zoe about how we was gonna beat Michigan. I was totally fucking around. And then we lost our ass to Northwestern.
Hey,
Zoe, we ain't betting Jack on that game. Hell.
Hey, this Michael Penix Jr. from Washington, he's dropping some dimes.
And as I told you guys,
what
Colorado was the most overrated, hyped team.
No, stop that. No, wait. Hold on, wait.
What?
Like, listen, Colorado won 1 game last year.
Right.
They had 3 already.
They had no business being ranked number 19 in the country.
No, they had no
that ranking shit bullshit. No, that ranking shit. They shouldn't be ranked like how Colorado rank over Miami.
Right.
That ranking shit bullshit. I'm gonna tell you why they rank like that. Cause FanDuel is trying to protect their damn money.
Yeah. No, I love Deion Sanders. I'm happy with what he's doing. You know, I'm glad that he's there. But I'm not going to sit. You know, people are going crazy saying that they're going to win the Pac-12 and all this type of. I said wait. I said wait. I said wait till they play a good real team like Oregon. We'll see what happens.
They don't know football.
Don't they got USC next week? Don't they?
They got Southern Cal next week. Yep.
Yeah. They're gonna get killed again.
And it's not about the X's and O's. It's about the Jimmies and Joes and Colorado's. Colorado doesn't have
a team yet, though.
Not on the. No, they're.
I'll tell you what, though. Colorado will be nasty in the next couple of years because I don't know if y'all know. They about to get that. They about to get that quarterback from Michigan, Underwood. He a nice quarterback in high school right now. He go crazy right now.
Has he committed to them already?
He was out there last week with Deion and them. He's probably
gonna go.
Right, let's wrap this up. What's your final score prediction? We'll go around the horn, starting from left to right. Zoe, what's your final prediction?
My final score prediction is 24-35. Minnesota Vikings win, man.
What you got, Tony B?
Vikings 31, Chargers 28.
Damn. Kurt, what you got?
I think it's going to be a shootout. So I'm going to say Minnesota drops a 40 burger on the Chargers.
Woohoo!
So I'm going to say 41-28.
I'll take it.
I don't. The Chargers with Bosa being hurt and with no pass rush and their secondary already sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
Bosa hurt?
Yeah, Bosa's hurt. Kendricks is out too.
Kendricks out. Bosa's going to play, but he's going to play hurt.
Right.
He's
and Mac,
100%.
And Mac is nothing like what he was with the Bears. So.
Oh yeah, Mac. Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't.
Hey, Mateo, if this were to happen,
oh God,
man, oh man. Hey, but y'all heard Sapp is gonna go to Colorado to be a coach.
Mateo, you just got Yogi hard for saying.
I guarantee you.
I'm going 35-17 Vikings, baby.
And Yogi gonna be in the building. Yogi gonna be in the building.
I'm gonna get blizzy drunk because I'm getting dropped off and picked up.
You gonna be blizzy drunk before the kickoff? What you?
Yeah, no kidding. Who are you kidding?
You gonna have a beer before you leave the house?
Maybe. Or
ain't no maybe.
Ain't no maybe about that. Unless you drink it all tonight.
That's true. I will say this though. I'm looking ahead a little bit. We better fix this run defense, not only for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Bijan Robinson is going to break Adrian Peterson's record against us if we look out run defense like we did in Philly.
Don't say that. That's my girls' team.
I don't. You should be happy. You girl be happy.
It's a good night. It's a good night for you, PB.
I know.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. I'm gonna say my score prediction for tomorrow.
You are cut off.
So if you want to hear my prediction, come on back tomorrow at 11 a.m. So it might be 11:05, but 11 o'clock is when I got it scheduled for. If I move it to 11:05, it kind of depends on when one bar gets done. But come on out here tomorrow, because I'm going by myself. I ain't got no special guests. I ain't got Dave. I ain't got Rap. And also tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Time, come on back. Tony B is on Yogi's channel. So
I'm on
Tony
Yogi's
B
channel.
And Catch 84. Are on Yogi's channel, Purple Rain 247.
I'm about to drop it.
Yeah, I was gonna say drop them all.
I like that college football show you had today, Yogi.
Hey, Yogi, go in. You know where you got the scroll?
No, I got the what?
The scroll at the bottom.
Scroll at the bottom.
The scroll, Purple Vibes live. You know the scroll.
Oh yeah.
The name.
Yeah, go into that and change it to everybody's and take the scroll off so it just stays up there statically real quick for the last couple minutes.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Boom. Okay. Brand. I don't have to just give you access to this.
I was about to say I didn't realize you had a different one than SK because I'm just like I got SK's, I got Dave's, and I got Gigi's, but I ain't got yours. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get you that info.
Yeah, we'll do that next time.
Okay, so what do I gotta do? So go in here.
You go into edit, uncheck the scroll box.
Behind the scene, look, guys here.
Yes, production value, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
no, that's fine. Yeah, it's gonna go away while you're editing it. So uncheck the scroll and then just put all the channels in there, and then just put display, and then it'll just stay up there the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Man, we went for 4 hours and 30 minutes.
What's this Wii stuff? You didn't get in for 2 hours on this.
Man,
You trying to take
the whole time, man? What you mean? You left and got food and
You know what?
I was off for 15 minutes.
Zoe is like that player on the football team, especially on the defensive side. Everybody makes a tackle. He jump in on the pile talking about he got a tackle.
Man, I've been here the whole thing.
No, Zoe.
No, we start. Oh yeah, this was the same show that started.
This is the same show that started with Rap.
With Rap, SK, and Yogi's channel that goes before yours.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even cut that show. We just went right into yours.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they've been on since 7 o'clock.
Oh, I'm like, what you mean? I've been here the whole show.
No, you ain't, dog. 4.5 hours ago.
Yeah.
It's going on midnight. It was 7:30 Central Time when we started.
It's 1 o'clock where I'm at.
Yeah. Says for
Yeah.
I was watching college football. I'm sorry, my teams were playing all at 7 o'clock.
I didn't get to watch the game because I don't have the Big Ten Network anymore.
I
was watching it on my phone.
I watched the Ohio State game, and it came down. They had a
I was gonna
controversy
watch
at
it
the
because I
end.
was only gonna be on.
So
here.
look, y'all in Minnesota, right?
No. Curtis is in Houston.
San Antonio.
San Antonio.
So right now, it's 12 o'clock where y'all at?
Yeah, I'm in Central Time Zone.
We started at 7:30.
Oh, huh?
They started at 7:30. So they started at 8:30 your time.
Oh yeah, see, it's 1 o'clock where I'm at. Shit.
Yeah. I gotta rewatch this. Gil, you're gonna have to watch it on like double time to get through this.
Hey, Yogi.
Okay, Gil, I'm just gonna tell you right now, I lose my temper in the middle of it. So
yeah,
you were straight up.
Gil, I went to McDonald's just to get some food, and I'm just sitting there laughing my ass off in the car the whole time.
So, Yogi, put Spencer or stats for today's game in your QB book. He went 18 for 20
for Sean DeBon. Shout out to you
for 273, 2 touchdowns, and one of his incompletions should have been caught at PI.
Good night, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah. Hey, you can come on. Hey, you come on tomorrow when me and Rap go. You get on.
I'm going live with somebody tomorrow. Shit, I don't know who they're gonna be, but it's gonna be somebody. Yeah, I'll tell you that much.
I'll probably do a short take after the game, win or lose.
Man, go live. I'm going live.
You doing the pregame, Zoe?
No, I ain't doing our pregame.
Okay.
Justin doing I'm gonna be sleep shit. And I still got liquor left. Yeah, hell no. hell no. Girl out of town, baby out of town. Shit.
Oh shit, he gonna get shit's on.
I'm gonna get fucked up tonight.
He going to bed like at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Hell yeah. Shit.
He hit that a lot. He got just make sure you wake up in time for the game. Well, yeah, until 1 o'clock. So.
And I want
1 o'clock better be up.
He can wake up at 12:55.
Yeah, exactly. I'm dead. I'm for real. That's the time I'm waking up.
I can't sleep that long.
Shit, I ain't gonna sleep by 4 in the morning.
Hey, Sean. So Justin's going live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time.
11 o'clock.
Then myself, Catch, and TB will be doing the post game show at 9 o'clock. Is that what we?
9:30, depending on if they win.
In the morning?
No,
at night.
No, post
game.
show.
I'm running with y'all Yogi tomorrow.
If they win, it'll probably be 9 because Justin probably won't be that upset. But if it's 9:30,
I ain't saying it like that, man. I'm just saying like if we still going, then I can't come over to your chat and you gotta look at.
Yeah.
So Sean, here's the deal: Purple and Gold for days. That's me. I'm going at 11 o'clock Central Time. I'm doing a pregame show. Me and Rap are doing a postgame show at 8, and Yogi and Zone and Curtis and Tony are doing a postgame show tentatively around 9, maybe 9:30, depending on if me and Rap are still yapping away or not.
But probably more than likely 9.
I'm tapping in with y'all. Shit, I don't care what time it is.
Yeah, we gotta get. Bottom line is we need a W tomorrow.
Bottom line is this. You got to get a W tomorrow and next Sunday. You got to be 2-2 when you face Kansas City.
Who we play next week?
Carolina.
Okay.
Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton. You know how we do with backup quarterbacks. We almost let Andy Dalton beat us last year in England. Andy Dalton beat us as a backup when he was with the Cowboys. We, as SK would always
someone
say,
said that Bryce Young might be back against Minnesota.
Either way,
it don't matter. Bryce Young ain't shit. But man, hey man, I gotta go, man. Hey, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, Yogi. And
y'all have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us in the chat tonight.
Subscribe to everybody's channel right now.
Yeah, hit us up, yo.
Yeah, we got 23 views and only 3 likes. Come on, people.
All right. Which one do I want to do? Let's see here. No, not yet.
Oh, y'all gonna still go? All right. Well,
no.
I know you're scared. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, if I were you. I know you're scared. I do too. If I were you. I know you're scared. Yeah, I do too. If I were you. I know you're scared. I do too. If I were you. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. 'Cause all I know is score. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game.
Boom. All right, fellas. I'm about to go to bed. I got to be up and get ready for this football game tomorrow.
Yeah, you got to be up. You got to get on over to the building.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Thanks, everybody. Good night.